I know I'm late, and I'm sorry. I was busy coaching. They're already underway, and I'm missing it. Now that I'm here, we're locking in, though, right? Now that I'm here, we're locking in. We're going to watch the full thing from here onwards. We're mid-game one. Optic versus Shopify. Hell of a way to start off the week and a Monday. We've also got TSM versus FaZe today, too. We're going to take a sneak peek at some TSM gameplay from Penguin's POV. We've got no Shopify POV today, though, I don't think. I heard Last Shot was having issues with his stream, so we're kind of screwed there. Sheet, how you doing? Welcome, brother. Hopefully YouTube is set up properly. I actually don't know it's not. Oh, my God. It's not set up at all. Damn it. I'm changing the title now. This is bad. People aren't going to click. All right, new title. Optic versus Shopify Halo Scrims. There we go. King Llama. That guy. Burnt Toast. How we doing? Shu Shelu Zaki. Any thoughts on Envy coming in? Is there anything that's been announced? I don't think they announced anything, right? Game one is done. We missed it. Did Optic win it? Man, I'm so pissed. Bro, I was busy, okay? Samantha, King Titan, Charger. I don't know what a username is. Chilling down. B. Holloway, welcome. Tom, Eric in the YouTube chat. Justin, 1-0 Optic to kick it off. My bad, chat. Hopefully the YouTube is adjusted and the title and the thumbnail is the proper title and thumbnail. We're locking in now, I promise. I was coaching just before this, and I had to get out the session and then get all this together. I got more coaching after this, too, so I've just been busy. OG 1-0 versus SR. Alt with the 13-month resub. Let's get some hype in here, baby. This is a hell of a way to start a week, right? We've been waiting a while for this. The weekend was kind of chill by comparison. This is what we wanted to see. This is the damn good Halo we've been waiting on. So we got a FaZe series happening separately. This is FaZe versus TSM with Penguin's POV, which is something different. We might watch a little bit of Penguin. We've got no SR, sadly. I don't know if Last Shot can figure out his streaming issue and get it settled before the end of the scrim. Good evening, Burn. How we doing? Hazard, the fucking way. Let's get it. Who's excited? Here we go, baby. I missed the game. We'll lock in for this next one, though. Part-timer. Bro, don't even get me started. I've been grinding this year. I got it. I'm live now. My bad. People adding me on Twitter, bro? Come on. Twitch title's correct, yeah? We're starting with game 2. All these scrims tend to kick off with live fire ball, and live fire ball is one of Optic's most confident game types. In the last scrim that they played, it was not pretty for Optic, if we remember, right? Shopify defeated Optic, what, like 12-4 or 3? It was bad. But Optic won game 1 in the scrim. That was their win. And then everything started changing pretty much from there on out. So, same deal so far. Optic win live fire ball. Forbidden CTF, generally a pretty strong map for them, but also the map that they had trouble with at Arlington, right? At Arlington, we witnessed Optic sort of choke out game 6. Forbidden CTF, that could have lost them the event if they didn't lock it in game 7. They lost Forbidden to Nemesis as well. So for whatever reason, maybe they start to get desperate towards the finish. I think the vibes are going to be more chill today. We'll find out. First map was good. I didn't get a chance to see it, but I'm not surprised, right? Optic generally are favored in live fire ball. This is going to be a little different. This could go either way.
On their flag with the VR.
Wrong by 8 points. Wow. So it's been close the whole way through as we expected, right? Like, depending on how these boys are playing today, we can get a scrim that goes the distance with a 7-7. We've had that before, too. Welcome, Jamie.
Going at main. Out main. One top left weak cycle. On our flag. Frosty. On our flag, guys.
On our flag. A little bit, guys.
Watching off stick.
I think.
You push me or who? Yeah. Okay. Just ignoring him. Okay, fling.
Whole round displays at SR is going to open things up for that pull. It's looking like a first flag over to SR confidently, bro. Yeah, off that OS pickup, I think they got dual snipe control. This is bad. This is bad for Optic off the open. That's a flag.
Actually, no, you're good, you're good. Our hot sniping top right.
Cycle with an immediate blainer from the bridge, right? The two snipers. Oh my god, bro. Cycle last shot with snipes, keeping him trapped. Roll 2 with an immediate second pull, and the OS is still in play. They still haven't deleted OS yet.
Last shot, one step right, weak guys, last shot.
This is grim right now. They're not missing. Cycle with another kill on Legend. Cycle still with a little bit of OS to work with here. Last shot with a kill on Bound. Any kill is huge. If Renegade can kill Cycle, that's an opener. 2 flags back to back off that.
One step right. Right, weak, last shot.
Cycle's still alive.
One's our main over here. One. That's more low right. Our
there we go. 3 dead. 3 dead. Frosty's last up. In the hole. 4 dead.
4 dead. You can literally pull. 4 dead.
I like this.
Share hut.
Might be a little bit staggered on the timing. He can take it directly up the main ramp to his team. Or they're going hut with it. Hut spawn is open, I think. This is going to be weird. Renegade dies on the Mohawk.
Up left, one shot, last shot. Fuck. Our pistol, one shot, last shot. He's gonna go to plasmas. I'm backing up.
Kind of awkward timing, right? Like, I think it made sense to pull there. It might have been a bit of, like, a little bit of indecisiveness on which direction to go. They didn't have hut coverage to block the spawn. They can't lose this OS again. That's the reason they lost that first half. OS getting picked up by, I believe, Frost. Frosty here. Big win by Legend. Numbers advantage SR. SR win another. Renegade's got to shut down OS. It's all he can hope to do. Kills Cycle on top of it. Renegade with 2, not quite going to find it. Roll 2 on the OS. He can nade it. They're going to get it.
I caught him. One more top right with West.
Good trade on roll 2.
Going our top main with the West.
OS was thrust. Josh, welcome. PRG,
hit her back up with the West. Hit her back up with the West. Okay.
SR did lose game 1, but they've played pretty flawless game 2, right? With 2 flags back to back off the snipes. Optic can't let that happen again. It'll be quickly over. Player playing out their back base with OSU too, causing some chaos.
Not pushing.
All 4 up for Optic still. As long as they're alive, they can defend this.
One shot long hole, chill up, John.
Formal had a good timing reposition, but he still lost the fight. They're getting overwhelmed. Last player alive in the tunnel can defend this flag as it comes through. They might not be aware of Legend's positioning, but it's not looking good right now. He's killing Frosty. Pre-fires his face. Pitch by Legend, good patience at a Legend. Didn't expose himself till the tail end. Might be able to guarantee the return with Formal off the numbers. Good work. They still got plenty of time here too. Well, it's been bad off the open. They could bring it back if they lock in. Snipers down in the hut. A little AI scan is a good way to expose it.
I can see long hold there, Ben.
We have 2 snipers.
One shot the fight, sleep, Ben. Mohawk one, Ben. Just fucking trolled, man. Top left with snipe going our plasma.
Yeah, he gave up that snipe, but he didn't burn much ammo either, so basically just...
Get it off. Don't let him have 2 snipes again.
Did he play it? I don't know if he played it.
Top right, roll 2 weak. Top right, one shot, roll 2 absolute. Top right, absolute, guys. More hut.
2 dead.
Our Mohawk one long one right here.
He sniped me, bro.
We cut flag.
One shot back long, absolute, last shot.
Easy pinch.
In for us, guys.
Last shot burning snipe ammo before he dies there.
Top left, Cycle weak.
Formal a little bit early to the OS, and he loses the fight. Now Cycle's got access. SR advantage for OS here.
And one the flag pot 2 going top left. He's just staring from the long haul. We didn't help John. I'm looking.
Could have been in hut to block the spawn. This is brutal. They're working on it. It's a little bit chaotic for sure. I don't know if I'd say brutal, but Renegade gets OS. Thrust in the back pocket for me.
Top left for me.
Slow and steady. They got time, man. They got time. If they can work them down a little bit, they can build the momentum back up, right?
I'm not sure where the kid is.
Should have ran at main ramp. They could have ran at main ramp. That would have been faster out the sight lines. Nothing was guaranteed. They don't know the exact spawn location there, so the player, it was like a 50-50. They could have got shot on the way up main ramp. They could have got cut off by hut.
Are you kidding? On their kiddie pool.
Kiddie pool is a wild call out, bro. What? Kiddie pool?
We still have time, okay. I'm looking at right. I'm watching. Up right. You're right.
They're gonna drop in the tunnel in a second, maybe.
I think he's dropping. Okay. Our snipe for you guys, Frosty.
Legend hitting an OE right now. We'll see if they're aware of it. Formal's got to wait for his timing to child mid when Legend comes up, right? Legend wins an important fight. Creates a distraction to work on last shot. Your last shot wins it. Renegade. Numbers advantage Optic. Should be able to shut down last shot as the last dead. 4 dead. Cool. In hut positioning, they're going for a pull already. This is better. This is always going to die in the way. SR double stack the hallway to put damage on a Renegade. As long as he's alive, they can continue to work out this, right?
Yeah, Mark.
What's Mark?
Cool, too. Renegade's shitting right now. Renegade lived and got 2.
Yeah, 2 top left.
One's one.
Double chow.
Two guys
I
top
think
left,
Formal
half.
could do there.
One shot, top right on the block.
Maybe he needed to take his time approaching mid, right? Play up on top of the block instead. Phoenix, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
Our hut, guys. Our hut. I go back to hut. They're gonna play first.
They got to play out back base and quickly deny the snipe. Yep. SR going to be on top of this.
Nice.
Cool. Huge kill on Ovi from Bound right there. He just shut down Ois. Frosty on the opposite hut.
He's gonna play first. I'm second. On our side right now. Row 2.
Good cutoff by Renegade. Should be able to get access to sniper. Frosty with another.
I don't know if it's off or not.
Renegade has Optic snipe.
Push up right. I'm watching Sabrina.
He's just aimbotting or separate too.
West is probably out. Yeah.
Good damage out of
No more west.
Cycle kills him.
Yeah, you can live.
Today's been good. We've been late to the show here, Grant, but I'm glad to be here now. And don't mind me if I try to lock into this game, guys. We know how important these scrims are. And I want to give these games as much attention as I can.
Top right last shot. I'm not sure where the sniper is. Back up, last shot. Let's go.
Nice. Frosty's going crazy with the snipe, by the way. He's hit at least 3 or 4 separate headshots since he's picked it up.
Kill the flag maybe.
This is going to be tough. They got a last-second defensive option here, but
Flag is weak.
Legend's got to do a hero play from the hut to shut this down. He gets a kill on cycle. He might have an opportunity for 2. Bound with an important kill on Royal 2. Return opportunity, shut down Frosty. Frosty with no trade somehow. Not sure if that sniper's out of ammo. Optic of the flag pull opportunity. This is big. Slow and steady here out of Optic. It was a rough start. Rank, I think it's tomorrow. The season rank reset is tomorrow, I think. This might be a flag. Don't die for free here. There's 1 bullet. Yeah, good reposition.
Absolutely.
Plays out back a hut. As long as he's lingering in their hut, they still have progress towards the next capture as well, right? So Formal just being alive here is huge. He's isolating the spawn to one corner of the map, making it difficult for them to play forward.
Back man up as well.
Yeah, jumping forward right there, exposing to a lot.
Going top left, Frosty. One's their hut. Nice.
KCP. Yeah, I got it. I got the POVs for FaZe.
One's their hut right now.
Penguin's POV will be interesting. I want to watch at least 1 Penguin game today, but I'm putting more focus on this. The only issue is we got no Shopify POVs.
Roll 2's here somewhere too. You guys are sniping.
Yeah, I messed up with the YouTube title, so hopefully you guys, when you get the ping on your phone, you're getting the right thing, because you're going to get the wrong ping or something. The title is like yesterday. But yeah, there's some big scrim. Frosty got an over, by the way. SGG's. Frosty with an overkill in their base off a flagpole and no hope for Optic. Bro, the start of that game was a clinic out of SR. A clinic out of SR.
Yeah, no. Shouldn't feel like that.
They got OS and 2 snipes.
One kill at the start, we need to get active, bro. Like, we're gonna, like, stay in the same spot.
Yeah. Need to get active, he says. They got to find a way to push out on the lanes and the map.
I feel like there's like one time I pulled the flag. I feel like someone needs to tell me like what to do. Cause I was like the only one like alive. I didn't know if I could just like run it or not.
Yeah, I couldn't see you.
They should have. Yeah, maybe if in that situation somebody said run it up main ramp and like let Renegade know what might have been the safer play. Maybe it would have been faster because Renegade sort of hesitated when he pulled that flag and then he took it hut and it was awkward, right? He ended up dying shortly after. But I think really just the momentum that was earned off the start of the game was the biggest catalyst.
Like, double snipes is just so dumb.
Yeah, double snipes, cycle and last shot. They killed them multiple times off spawn and ran 2 flags back to back. Let's look at Legends POV.
Really been.
Good.
Nobody for him to pull. They kind of just like hope that he would just make a proactive play maybe in that moment. Formula didn't really have a good sight on it. Maybe it could have been somebody else who was watching over behind Renegade, right? How we doing, RD? Day 4, welcome, and Zolo. Resetting the ranked. Yeah, I think we're resetting ranks tomorrow. I didn't see any sort of confirmation on it, but typically when there's a new season, the ranks reset. So I think the timing is now for that. Ever do a Game 7 breakdown? We did a Game 7 comms like review, and I have the thumbnail made up for it. I just have to like edit it together. We did a review a few days ago. Bro, this series thing is massive. What the? It's literally covering the score. This is not me. This is Legend. Okay.
Frosty's camera guy, by the way. Frosty's camera guy.
He has camera save.
Series is 1-1 right now, by the way.
One shot drive, absolute. Last shot going.
Getting rinsed off the opening here by SR.
Good rotate.
Oh my god.
One tram.
Bound's decision to rotate to hotel there is smart. It gives space to his teammates who spawn in sniper, like options, but he gets decked by Frosty, who's aware of it. Shot control for SR and hill control off the open. Last shot with multiple on the feet. SR going kind of nuts right now. Frosty frying. Yeah, he's looking real good. Kills Bound as well. Optic haven't gotten a kill. A single kill in a little bit. He's going to die from bottom mid. Oh my god. Huge live at a legend. 2 dead. Nice. Before it gets out of hand, they might have a chance to flip the map and get a setup going. Cycle in trouble. Renegade looking for cycle, dies to last shot as he crosses out driveway, right? He wasn't fully ready for that. I don't know if Legend could have re-peeked and helped his teammate out despite being one shot. Optic won the live fire oddball. SR won the Forbidden CTF, and it was pretty confident in SR's favor. I didn't watch the live fire. Juanton Bomb. Thank you, brother. Welcome. Wonton Bomb. Series. This is not me. This is Legends POV. I don't know. His screen says Series 00. I'm sorry, guys. Do these guys pull off a sprint strafe? Every pro player does. Yeah. At this point, like pretty much every pro player. If you're not, then you're kind of like missing a component of your game, right?
Absolutely.
Good work out of Optic. They've regained the map. They've got advantageous spawns here. Renegade is blocking Loop right now, and he's going to flip the spawns over to Cafe. Legend's aware of this.
Yep. And blue fire too.
Cool. This is good. The camo and hill is going to allow for a lot of uncontested time. Like Legend being here is just about guarantees this kill or this hill.
I cut his exit off maybe.
I don't know how they do it so fast. I got to make a video at some point. I've been talking about it for a while.
going out in a second. LR out in a second week.
Good patient play at a Legend right now.
There's a thrust there.
Yeah, using what's left of his camo to get good positioning to guaranteeing Frosty. Now they have a perimeter on the map, so they can take bottom mid more safely. That was nice at a Legend, right? He could have just stayed near bottom mid and tried to win his fight down there. But by isolating Frosty, they guaranteed the hill capture. That was actually nice. So it's when you sprint in your strafe between your shots. It's not me, it's Legends freaking POV. Somebody go to Legends chat and tell him to just remove it. If you don't mind. If I want to watch Legend, this is what we got to deal with. Juan, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Series is under my webcam as always, guys. I wouldn't do this to you, okay? I wouldn't just do this to you.
In LR, we're shocked. Like, we can kill this guy, maybe. He didn't leave. He's still there.
One's blue and one's like bottom middle or something.
They got to push out Loop and kill last shot. Very important kill for Bound right here if you can find it. He does. Frosty drops as well. Advantage stay for Optic now. Burns, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. It was looking kind of tough off the start, but Optic are definitely controlling the momentum in this at this point, right? Spawns and Sniper, good awareness from Legend. With Renegade's positioning on Cafe, it's going to split the spawn. He needs to make sure he's occupying this side of the map so they can't push through Loop and take spawns here, right? I like this reroute, good shit. Cool, hill time opportunity. Oh, there's one more. Clearly readable? Yeah, mine's harder to see. He's got no nades. Nice trade. Legend with no shields in that situation, securing a trade is big. Who's going to get the spawn advantage, right? Optic has the spawn advantage. As long as they're anchoring this area, they're going to spawn near the hill. They can refill it easily.
Maybe kill somebody first, actually.
Cool, gold glass, yep. 4v3, Optic advantage. SR advantage now, 3v2.
Driver with camo, one flower door.
You can play off the driveway, maybe? Trying to pinch the driveway call out.
Glass with camo. He's somewhere over there, I just heard him. I'm looking for it. Top gold, Frosty.
This is more important than collapsing on the hill, right? Securing camo and glass. World 2, mid. He's dead. Two dead. Slow and steady here for Optic. Formal. Beautiful. Is that triple out of Formal? Formal got 3. And that breaks the hill. Optic might have a chance to close it out. Cafe spawns guaranteed off his snipe spawn. He can shoot them as they come through. This is a great setup. And it might guarantee the hill for Optic. Favorable spawn, right? That spawn that Legend got, just put them into map control. Yeah, Formal got 3 on the feed, Renegade with 2 now, and they not only guarantee the hill, they've got a numbers advantage as they rotate to next. Yeah, Bound is calming the hotel player. He's got death cam on last shot. Nicely done.
Luke,
Sniper spawns are open right now. It could be snipe.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm watching box cross.
I can't help that, man.
Legend occupying snipe here is valuable. He's got thrust in the back pocket. No need for repulse.
Very good.
Great use of crouch there, right? He's hitting the crouch on the bottom of the left strafe, so he's cutting the vertical, the angle off the ramp while he's shooting him. Blondie, hello, it's on Legend stream. I know. Lexi, how you guys doing? Welcome.
You shot up mid. Frosty, drop U-turn, I think.
Can we remove the series text? I would love to. If it was on my stream, I would remove it, brother.
He went U-turn, he went U-turn.
I'd love to remove it. My series text is green under my
Blue
webcam.
on camo now, now. Two shot silo. One's poster somewhere, guys. One is poster somewhere. That's him, kill guy.
Told me that. I told him I'm mad.
One.
Shyway is angry.
He went
He don't play for camera squad.
Chat is mad, not me.
He does. Camera shot benches.
But yes, it would benefit us all. I think they have camo shock on sniper.
Yeah, they're gonna get it.
Yeah, they have to give that
Camo
up.
shock and try to break this guy.
Camo shock. Yeah, camo shock on sniper. Legend saw the glint from the scope when he scoped in, right?
One tram.
Just tell him to just turn it off, basically. Or move it somewhere. I don't know. Update it.
Blue.
Cycle with 2. Huge play. Huge play at a cycle 3. Back smack on formal for the triple to clear out the entire area around the hill. SR now have momentum state with Optic spawning in cafe. They're doubling up through yard as fast as possible. Renegade's running in super early. Legend can't support him on this chal. Let's see what he can do as a solo man. Nice live at a Renegade. Found works off the bait. 3v3 right now. Good pitch. Have movement at a Legend? Like, situations like that, you got to know how to G-slide. Back to back from the ramp off the rock. He gets involved in the fight slightly faster. That gives him the double kill opportunity. Spawn. Wait. Big 1v1. Scope glint shows when you're camoed. Yeah, you can see the blue scope glint when you're camoed. That's what I saw, at least. If you go back and rewatch it, you'll see it on S2.
LR still weak one hill. LR and hill. One's gonna be above E3 somewhere.
Nice kill. He's gonna die here though. That movement was sick. He almost got behind the pillar by crouch jumping up to side it during the fight, right? Gave him an option to finesse the second guy. Just slightly too late. In another situation, that would benefit him though. Formal's got to live with camo. Formal's camo plays have not been the greatest versus TSM recently, right? We'll see if he can do something valuable with it here. Something to work on.
One's fighter too. He's LR here, not moving. He's not moving. He dropped driver. We can drive.
Formal making some valuable plays though. This is good. Nice patient work at a bound from behind the hill. They're milking the timer. We can't see it very easily. 35 seconds to close this game. They're playing for time, not for hill.
One shot silo. U-turn one, guys. U-turn one. You can see him.
And Solo, I love how your tag is Optic now. You changed it from SSG, bro. That's so crazy. Full-blown Optic fan now.
Yeah, mark it. He'll die.
15 seconds.
Pushing.
They're going to win off timer at this rate. Look at the wide spread they got in the map here. Renegade is in their hotel. Huge 1v1 win at a Legend. Roll 2 drops. Guaranteed win. Optic are going to take game 3. Great hold at an Optic, yeah. And excellent play to complement his team at a Legend, though, right? You got to have the flexibility to move fast when necessary. Like the way that he reroutes on the map and during his fights puts himself into difficult positions where it's hard to kill him. We got no SR POVs, guys, by the way. I'm sorry. Normally, I'd switch to last shot if we could. Get better at Infinite for watching Optic Scrims because I try to do what they do and get more kills. Yeah, I mean, ideally. If you watch the best players and think about, like, I mean, one of the best ways that you can learn is if you imagine that you're holding the controller and you translate what they're doing to your hands. Like when Legend hits that double slide from the ramp to the rock into loop, what does that feel like? Can you do that in your mind? Can you recreate that? Because if you can't, you got to work on it, right? Like, it's like how pianists will watch somebody play the piano and like feel what it feels like to play the song, you know, and build the muscle memory kind of in their mind, even without actually playing. Missed a lot of streams this weekend. Did I catch the last of the Flycast with APG? Lots of intel. I got a shout out? That's cool. No, what did he say? Do you have a timestamp? I'm down to see a timestamp. I'm going to add Last Shot in case he does come on. I know people want to watch him, but I don't think that he's having internet issues, so he's just offline. Samantha, feel free to lurk. Good luck with your class. Have a nice day, too. We're busy today. I wish Frosty streamed. Yeah, Frost. Even like Cycle streams a lot. We'd love to see Cycle's POV for these scrims, man. Curl, how you doing? Wyatt been sandbagging on the streaming. He plays on ridiculously slow internet. I know. It's wild how good he is considering where he lives and his internet. I mean, anybody on SR is enough, right? If I can just get one POV per team, I'm happy. I don't need to have all their POVs. But one POV would be nice.
Yeah, John's not here, I don't think.
Do I understand the comms? It's easier to understand comms if you're actively in the game, right? And you're one of the 4 players communicating, so keep that in mind. But like, you also got to consider how much experience these guys have playing and how well they know the maps and how well they know the callouts, to the point where even if you sort of mumble the callout out, the players will know what you said, right? You don't have to be super articulate with everything you say. If you're in the game, if you understand the game as deeply as they do. Speed, saying the right thing and being fast and efficient matters more to these guys than being like perfectly articulate in all scenarios, right? Cycle won't stream until summer vacation. School, unfortunately, comes first. What? Okay. I guess, like, part of me wants to say, like, is there that much of a difference if he just presses the button, to go live? But, they got to do what they got to do for practice. I can't judge it. I will say it's refreshing that Optic are able to win tournaments, and they've streamed all of their scrims and made it available to the public, Like, Formal does this every time without fail, and they still go out and they win Arlington.
Yeah, I'm going to power with you.
Hoping everybody can kind of start to do that too, so we can start to celebrate the other players in the scene. Like, I want to talk more about, what Eco does to bring value to SSG beyond what we see on the stat sheet. It's hard to articulate that if we can't watch his POV.
One stacks in red.
Come on, what's me?
Only big series, FaZe versus TSM is happening as well, and I'm down to watch a bit, but this is my priority. Currently it's 2-1 Optic, guys. We're in game 4. Good luck replicating Legends gameplay. I mean, I can do all the stuff that he's doing. I just can't shoot as perfectly as he does in the scenarios, right? But like, can you pull it off? Can you recreate it without the pressure? That's step 1.
Roll 2, 1 support.
But Formal's a good source for that, right? Watching Formal's POV, he's not too technically wild in advance. He's very like methodical with how he plays, to the point where it's a little bit easier to translate in your mind his approach to the game. Like, I think he's a good source if you want to learn how to improve and how to play good fundamental Halo. Comms as well, yes, no.
More top A. I spawned you guys, spawned me. Shady and bottom tower, let's do. Shady and bottom tower, I'm watching main types.
It's going to be a tough map for Optic. Advantage for SR. Optic, I don't think have ever beaten SR on this map game type, so keep that in mind.
Weak C5, last shot. Two guys C5, guys going
be a really good tell of how they're going to play the scrim today if they pull this win off.
Last to gold steps weak. He's back to last week. Long.
They talk about third host. Oh, I saw that clip, yeah. Yeah, Maniac was saying he doesn't want to have a third host unless it was lethal, right?
Back to long. And I'm looking for the other kid on stream. He's big door, walking gold steps.
That's cool, man.
One tower, run. Bottom beer one.
10 seconds to camera. Numbers advantage SR, positioning advantage for the camera for SR here too.
L2,
good shutdown at a Formal. They're likely going to get the. Let's see.
Power shock.
I'm pushing out tower to create some space here. Tracer Royal 2. Legend has 2 in pipes, giving Formal the opportunity. He needs to play bottom mid for camo. He jumps out though.
On camo now has it going. Camo jump. Needles camo.
Good death cam.
Walking in turbine. You walk in turbine.
Never want to just switch off your POV right away, right? That's a good use of death cam.
He's camo jumping in with camo, guys. In bottom tower also weak. Roll 2. One trap on tower, roll 2. Once,
kill the other guy and don't die. Yeah, generally it's that straightforward.
Yeah, I'm moving in red.
Up tower. Crossing cat. Roll 2.
They're 2 dead again.
Good one.
3 dead now.
One more gold.
Legend's got to win a 1v1 without trading.
time to check
Huge
it.
win
They have camo
at a
on it,
Legend. I'm doing great, Clay. How you doing? Welcome.
Go on, man. Go on.
They're stuck in a trip cab. They're only saving grace
Hey,
with Legend
cap,
coming
cap.
out and staying alive, but can they work off of what he's created here? They're in B.
Yeah,
They
I'm
got no
watching
kills
you.
yet.
Half.
The fact that he even capped B
Half
with no kills
dead.
is
Up tight, press.
somewhat
One pair,
surprising.
one match absolute suck.
Yo, boots on one.
One shot back.
Cool. Big pick from Bound.
Boots on.
Formal should have this. He whiffs the beatdown. Oh, no!
Blue tunnel, Frosty.
Oh, my God.
Blue tunnel.
Low-key got his ankles broken by Frosty in the pipes.
We're getting you guys. Hold
It
CB,
gets
hold
cleaned
CB.
up.
Nice job. Stay alive. Hold CB. Hold spawn man.
Moments like that are...
You two work together. I'm watching your back door.
That was a
They're
controller
already beat
moment
them,
if I ever saw one, right?
Okay, watch out weak. I'm gonna go back door. Heaven,
Frosty jumping over his head. And
And top A also.
Formal sense looking a little slow there. I'm not going to lie. Looking a little slow.
On the way. Half wall weak, cycle. One shot half, cycle. I'll see pipes.
Sense too low, yeah.
Go back, thanks, CB.
For the record, if you're
Run,
Frosty,
run.
the best way to double beat down is to beat down, jump over their head, and beat down again, right? Because when you're playing controller v controller,
Glass.
like you can get them in that situation where they don't look up fast enough,
Tower,
right?
going up front.
Like literally jump over him like ninja style and beat down low.
I'm stuck orange, guys.
Nice clean up. Good patient shot.
Make it. Going for camo now. On camo now.
Optic consistently losing the camo. And yeah, map control here. They're not setting the pace of this game at all. It's not looking good.
Watch. Gosh, got milk.
Formal gets rinsed from across the map from Frosty. Might be camo.
Tower steps. Camo. We tower steps, guys. With camo. We tower steps with camo, guys.
Big pick from Renegade.
You went top, I think. You went out. I spawned gold, guys. Spawn gold. One's a glass. Glass, Sean, I think. I don't see him. I think he's in gold, though.
Yeah, he's probably gold.
Watch out, pallet, also. Watch out, pallet, roll two. Dead.
Good trade. Good awareness of Forby off his spawn to know there might be somebody in gold based on his spawn location. If he's not spawning with a team, they could be pinched from both sides, I guess. But they just consistently lose the team fight. It's not a 1v1. It's just like finding a 1v1 versus SR when they're on top of their shit. It is difficult. Like, you think it's a 1v1, somebody jumps in and bait and switches it last second, you get guaranteed dead.
Cat weak, last shot, going top A.
They got advantage state here. Somehow.
Red bar needles.
Almost wins that fight. Good cleanup.
Stacks one.
Huge win at a Renegade on World 2 in a 1v1.
One shot double stack.
Cycle wins his on Formal.
One shot, guys. He's in the boxes. He went bottom A already.
They'll have moments that look good, but they don't hold on to it for any consistent amount of time, right? They'll be winning the team fight, and then SR will do something crazy to offset it, and we're kind of right back to where we started. Cycle doesn't chow that on land, you think? They were not playing like themselves in Grand Finals, SR. That was one of the biggest things. Like, Optic were playing better than they ever have, and SR wasn't playing like themselves. Land does change things, you know, about the circumstances, about what players are willing to do, the pressure. Whether or not you rise to the occasion is what matters. They're going to lose camo for a third time. Nearly 200 points here for SR. The camo control is what's making it real tough.
On a World 2, what the
World 2 with a well-timed pinch somehow deletes him with a sticky before he can even hear it. Huge kill by Renegade.
Okay.
They're still holding AB despite it.
Look at me.
Nice kill from Legend.
That's one weird, guys. One weird.
Bro, World 2's done that twice.
One silo.
This guy's so sneaky, bro. I don't know if he might have come up through blue pipes. Formal was like in A and he got killed by him, and now he's in C and he's getting back smacked.
I'm tower still. He's watching pipe across. One's blue pipes too. Blue pipes roll 2 weak.
550 likes and subs now. I like the sound of that, Radiant. Let's do it. We're out here watching the best scrim matchup we could. If there's any incentive to hang out, like the broadcast, get it up on the algo.
One shot shady.
I think this is the best incentive you're going to get.
One shot on mid.
I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for hanging out. It's looking grim for Optic in Game 4, though. I'm not going to lie. At the rate it's going, they're not going to win this.
You weak. Frosty with shock. One tower thing. Tower.
228.
Pushing C tower. One shot C boxes. Last shot.
Last shot, Cycle going to win both their fights, leaving B exposed for an easy kill for World 2. Renegade last up in B. When they're 3 up, yeah, there's no chance of survival, right?
Play for camos more, man.
That battery behind them is the... Anyway.
We just keep moving, dude.
Slash, how we doing? Nova, welcome. Juice, welcome.
Don't give me anything, dude.
What's he saying?
Like, just hold the position and like let them do something. It's always so meek. Like I feel like we're always like gonna die. Like
That shit feels like fucking war sometimes, dude.
That was a tough
when
one
I'm
for
trying to
Formal.
break, like I see no one is moving. Like
It's like I shouldn't ever like. I don't know. There's so many times like I'll spawn somewhere and like I'll fight someone that shouldn't be there, like because we're fucking the spawn so bad.
there's definitely something wrong. It's like, bro, at the start we get them
He got,
3 dead.
I don't know how you flanked you that one time. I actually don't even know.
Oh, in tower?
had to-
Yeah, I don't. Or like when he was
'cause,
tower
like,
to C, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Because we
And
had
then,
setup, we had AC and they're all red, and he somehow got through. I don't know, how, or unless he spawned tower, but
yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know how we let him get through right there.
We gotta call spawns way more.
You gotta watch
Just
Royal 2's
say we're
POV on that
blocking, say
game.
we're extra trying.
Ryan, thank you for the YouTube follow. Low key, watch SR play that map. I think that's their key. They gotta watch with Royal 2. Whatever he's
Yeah,
doing
they
to get
don't see
behind
him, like,
Formal
the captain
twice on
back
2
back,
spawns
like,
back to back
By spawner.
needs to be studied.
There's some mix here. I'm telling you, we always.
Formal specifically got shut down in that game, though. For the record, like, I don't know, that was a tough one for him. We could see. Well, let's see if he regains. Actually, we'll watch another from Formal. We got no last shot POV, right? So we got no SR. Legend and Formal is the Optic POVs that we had today. Yeah, Legend, and it's good that Legend. He lets this out here. He's serious about this. Obviously, he's gonna let out his insights and criticisms. But on LAN, he's different, which is good to hear. You know, none of that came out on LAN, is what it sounds like.
There.
Yeah,
Who
bomb
won
week,
yesterday?
What's up, Bob? Nickel?
Incognito won yesterday. Piggy's team beat
Yeah,
C9 in Game 5 of the Grand Finals.
On and left, on and left.
What's up, Palace or what?
Optic wasn't playing in it, right? None of the top 4 were playing.
Okay.
One charging one.
Scrim is 2-2, Game 5.
Our bomb. One's in the base for the west, I think, guys.
We go right from
Yeah, you
recharge
can
to
put them in
bomb
the
fortress, and it might go from bad to worse for
Yeah,
Optic. They
yeah.
lost this definitively on LAN. This was the one match where SR got their momentum back, right? Optic won 5 games in a row, I think, or something like that. 4 games. Fortress bomb hit, and they got decimated. We got a plant already.
Go.
One more
This is
for
SR's map, bro. This is their map.
I'm
They
looking
own
for
this
power.
shit.
I'm flipping tower guy. Up power, roll 2.
Holy
our elbow.
crap, bro. Psycho gonna blame
Our sniping, our spiral sniping. Our front block sniping. Watching Sabri.
The dual snipe control and how quickly they get it is wild.
From tower.
They get it consistently, and they get it immediately.
Yeah, go ahead. Go there, spiral, yeah. Spiral, weak, last shot. Our top spiral. Roll 2 weak. Roll 2, our spiral sniping, guys.
Yeah, Psycho's so good at living on the elbow here.
I'm trying to down.
Cool. Good cleanup on roll 2. That was a snipe.
Ring 2 weak.
Damage onto Frosty. Cool. Bomb rotate opportunity, but not going to get far. They're cutting it off. Formal's got repulse in the back pocket here. He could, if they win their fights, and if he lives here, which at this rate he might not. Nice peek. He can repulse at the top base later from this location, right? So it might make sense.
Their spiral.
You shot our snipe block. Last shot, going to our snipe spawn. Our snipe spawn weak.
They look good, Dev. They look real good
Our
yesterday.
bonding?
I think LG better pick those boys up.
Yeah, I hear that.
James, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
Our flag, you said? Our back flag Frosty 1, guys. Our back flag 1 shot Frosty, our basement. And one's our ring 3 too, our ring 3.
SR is so fast
They're
to
ring
push
two,
out the
ring two,
map
right
and get inside Optic's base. Every time Formal spawns, he's got members of SR. He's got to clear out in his base before he can aggress OS.
They're ring 3 wall. The ring wall.
Optic might have OS advantage here, though. Frosty's still lingering somewhere. He might get involved. He did! Frosty in the basement kills Bound, right? Formal's got to let Bound know or something. Legend kills Formal. Frosty. Sorry. Huge plays.
Our back flag, world 2 1 shot, guys.
That's last alive right there, Roll 2.
Our basement 1.
Envy is picking up Piggy's team? Are they actually? Is that announced?
He's on me.
What's the percentage of Optic going back-to-back majors? Honestly, like 50-50, I would say. It's kind of a coin toss on who wins between SR and Optic, is what it feels like. Who comes out, who plays better on
One more
Sunday.
Archers going their porch. Jumping up to their ring wall. One shot ring 2 absolute, one shot ring 2
I
absolute.
think the cool thing about the Grand Finals reset was when we looked at the series layout, it somehow had like, it was like Optic map, SR map, Optic map, SR map, right? It's like the series layout is kind of unpredictable. Oh my god, depending on how it lays out, Optic could have the advantage or SR could. Just based off their scrims and whatnot, what we've seen of them. Formal's got a chance to cook.
Spiral no mins, guys, spiral no mins.
For that double chow. I shot Frosty hit the angle at the exact same time.
How many ring 2? 2024
SSG versus 2025 SR? I don't know. I don't know.
On the beer, on the beer. Back flag, back flag, back flag, back flag.
They're back flag on the side.
That'd be a cool matchup. I'm not gonna lie.
Back flag, man.
2024 SSG is definitely accomplished more, but we still don't know the
They're top tower, last
potential.
shot, they're top tower, last
We
shot.
don't know the ceiling of SR.
Nice, they're top tower, last shot, they're top tower, last shot. Sniping max, yeah.
Blue tower.
No, red tower, red tower, red tower. He already pushed right, I think, guys. Yeah, he's sniping ring two, one shot ring one, sniping. Dragoning on that.
Yeah, I know Legend was playing like a $1,300 pot yesterday in Money 8.
That's why weak cycle, and one's like ring two, I think.
Okay, they're front base.
Probably stayed up late.
Let's fire one shot, roll two, one shot,
Ring
come on.
three from C. Ring three from C somewhere.
Ready.
One, two, ring three, nice hit.
Ring one.
Ring one. He's one charge. He shot.
Let's get it.
My God.
I'm trying one, I shot weak.
I was trying to force a beat down, not gonna get it. He can repulse it up.
Okay, so
Nice work.
S1 Frosty, one shot.
Snipe right in front of him too.
They're
Oh,
S1, snipe down
bro.
on their spawn spiral. It's like full. Nice, snipe down their spawn spiral, John.
They're gonna
Down, down,
spawn
down.
on the spiral too.
Ring one.
Ring one.
Yeah, they're gonna spawn on that snipe. One shot ring two,
They're gonna
one shot
spawn
two.
on
They're
that
gonna spawn
snipe,
Look
yeah.
at Max, look at Max. Look at Max, they're gonna be on with sniper now. Dragoning on that.
Snipe weak. I'm probably dead.
They have the sniper over here. They have a sniper spiral, sniper spiral.
Good use of AI scan. He's done this a couple times, right? Just gives you intel
Spiral's
around the
sniping, guys,
walls.
spiral's
There's the
sniping, one
sniper.
shot That's probably last shot.
One shot their HUD.
Beautiful,
What's that
beautiful
spiral?
shots, bro.
One shot spiral, roll two on the passes, guys. Snipe, going their bottom. The bottom.
Did everything he
roll two, the bottom
could.
tower, roll two. One's their bottom tower, let's do.
I'm gonna hit.
He went in the ring, I think.
Heard.
Ring three and ring two.
Weak, bound the ring three. You can see him.
Spiral. Oh, no man's going out of spiral. Oh, loose spiral
Yeah,
first.
there's two.
Yeah, I'm here, John.
Hit me.
One shot, low spiral, Frosty going from base, guys.
Yeah, the phase team was sick too.
Frosty, absolute sniper, good. One more spiral, one shot basement.
Ring.
One shot basement, cycle, absolute, guys. Going our low spiral. Low spiral going up in the spiral, one shot. Our spiral, two right on Subri,
Ring two, Sabri.
Nice, our low right.
I'll say Optic might be
That's
losing
all
this,
those
but at
buggers.
least this is much more closely
Ring two again,
contested
ring
than
two, ring
Grand
three.
Finals
Look at
bracket
ring three,
reset
look at
was
ring
on LAN, right?
Is red ring three still where?
Good, the rear, John.
It's 1-0. It's been a
Ring
tug of
three,
war
ring three, real two. Hit him once,
since
the ring three, one.
playing for mid-map here.
Do that.
Yeah, Cycle's gross to the 1v1 for
Nice,
sure.
do that. Let's go last shot. Let's go top tower, top
I mean,
tower.
these guys are individual gods in their own right, you know? It's like
I hear that.
nobody's a weak link
I'm gonna wrap
on
it right. You guys
either
play spot
team.
together,
That's
okay?
kind of the beauty of this
I'm
matchup.
home bound.
Bottom tower on top tower.
Top tower, one shot, last shot.
Bottom tower roll two, one shot.
Not pushing.
One shot right there.
One shot their back flag.
Watch the rear.
These are humans.
Everyone's
They're humans, but for the sake of
Low head top hut.
you know, identifying their level of ability in comparison to everyone else,
I got one.
they're S tier.
One more blue tower somewhere.
KB, welcome back, brother. Can't miss this.
One on in the base, guys.
Can't miss this, bro.
Okay.
Back flag, one shot flag.
That's a big
One's
kill
on
on
our spot,
sniper
guys.
on Legend, by
Our
the way.
sniper,
They
one
might have
sniper.
dual snipe control.
Good.
Yeah. Wait,
There,
Renegade
no
has
man.
it. I
Low
take it back.
left, John. Low left tower, John. He's gonna jump up maybe.
Renegade's got to go nuts.
He's over there somewhere. He's just like baiting it.
Yeah, he's on her. And ring two.
I'm looking at him. There's nice sponsor weak. Last shot. There's nice one weak. Nice.
Awkward life at a full right there.
One guy's power sniping.
There's spiral. Yeah, there's spiral sniping.
Oh my god, they're getting decked. 3, bomb rotate, Formal's first spawner, and he's got to do something defensive here.
Sniping blue tower.
Playing straight for elbow to isolate roll 2,
Go,
but they're
go.
getting shut down by Cycle, bro.
Roll two's our elbow.
They're working off each other so well right now.
No one's
Holding down elbow, guaranteed slays
Watch out,
one more
watch out,
time.
watch out.
Frosty with 2.
their back flag.
Chasing back flag.
3, 4 dead. Bomb plants. Rinsed them. Blackout, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Cycle not missing. My god, that's 2. Oh my god, bro.
One's our top spiral.
Roll
one's
2
our
with
top
a
tower.
hit.
Our top tower sniping, guys.
They're stuck in the basement because they're afraid to take any sort of angle at a disadvantage like this.
Our elbow sniping, roll 2 weak.
They're too good at this map.
One
I
shot elbow,
swear.
roll 2. Two elbow, me.
I mean, you could say what you want about the map mode. It's definitely not my favorite. It's my least favorite for sure. But like
I got
SR
one. One more
are
side spawn.
different
Side spawn.
on
Sitting on
this
side spawn,
map.
roll two.
They definitely play it better.
He's just sending the sniper right now. Going our elbow sniping, roll 2.
Why am I not
And one's
switching?
Archer trying to help him.
There's no SR POVs, Abdal. Nobody on SR is streaming. Sadly, I only have Optic.
S1 still. S1.
Yeah, he's pushing.
I'd love to watch him.
One's their far right. Frosty going their tower, looks like. OS.
Got some damn good Halo. Hell yeah.
Ring 3.
Yeah, ring 1.
Just not doing damage. Ring 3.
They're spawning into
They have a left here,
disadvantage
left here.
again. Already 2 dead with the OS pickup. You
Our
can
low
tell
spiral,
that
low spiral,
that
low.
second plant that they
Our
got
low
kind of
spiral,
burned
low spiral.
Optic on their momentum here, right? Like SR is caught fire and they're not letting up. This game is over. Yeah. Once they got that second plant, like Optic have not woken up since, basically. Wow.
Okay, why are you so late at the start to like go for us?
pushing the fuck out of them, but they came out.
Oh, where did you go from?
The same way you guys do. I try to go for from front.
I thought you were gonna go from like the left. If you went from the left, then you can get it for free. We had like max dam on those two kids.
Yeah.
Because they did what I thought you were doing. Like they went Asha went like left.
Because where you lose the star on this map, it's so hard.
I know,
man.
it's just
impossible.
Yeah, I think the momentum off the opening strat is crazy that SR get.
No, it's fine.
Optic got to study SR off the open and find a way to more convincingly win the opening start, right? Because they lose it like often, and it leads to the first plant right away, bro. Legend's not, yeah, but Legend brings this side of himself out during the scrims. It's fine, bro. It's the scrims. This is practice, right? If you're going to point out an issue or something that's going wrong, practice is the best time to do it. On LAN, you know, if he's saying we're just being tested on LAN, like hopefully that's the kind of dialogue we're hearing at a Legend on LAN, because that's what keeps your teammates confident. How do you play without calming? You got to be really aware of all of the
I think you like that.
indicators that the game is giving you, right? Like the game is giving you so much information without comms, like your teammates' locations, whether or not they're in fights, you can see with exclamation points. Where you take a shot of damage from is the red indicator, the circular indicator. That's super valuable. You can tell what angle or what position you got shot from based on where you get, you know what I mean? You can tell by the direction if somebody's sitting in like top nest on live fire while you're shooting somebody like in back B or whatever. Like they're a pretty basic example. Buzz, thank you for the follow. Kill feed is a valuable source of information. Your death cam and then your teammates' cams when you're dead. So like, if you're not going to use comms, like being super aware of everything else is your only safe haven, basically, in matchmaking. But matchmaking is also like, it's uncoordinated and unpredictable. People aren't going to follow you up on things. You have to like have just an incredible mental, right? Like not let stuff that goes wrong bother you and not worry about it. Which I'm a human, I can't. I struggle with that too. Feels like people in Infinite don't miss with the sniper. Sniper is not super hard to use. I think especially now that people play with freaking like 240 hertz monitors and with like GameSir controllers with 0 latency, right? So yeah, like if you're not doing something to finesse and force your opponent to miss, then expect them to blame you.
Go left.
Got to be super aware of your angles in advance and know how to suppress them or move in a way that baits them into missing shots, like jiggle peeking, canceling your clamber, stuff like that you can do to bait them to miss.
He's in the shroud, and one spike.
One W.
Still in the shroud.
Optic still stuck at it. I wouldn't say they suck. I would just say that SR is better at Fortress Bomb, like hands down.
He's bottom C.
Hands down. LT aiming is not necessary, but it can help sometimes long range.
One
driver. Walk the driver.
This is a good map for SR. Last time they scrimmed, Optic was 1 second away from beating SR on this map and Bound dropped the ball too early, if we remember. Or not winning, but winning the round, right? Had Optic locked in that round, they might have won this game. That might have changed a little, you know, things for the momentum. Optic need this win so that this doesn't get out of hand too early. They'll win the opening. This is Legends POV, by the way. Like, see how he moves, right? He hit 2 shots into Frosty and then an instant sprint slide for 3 more after, right? He's able to connect, like the small things he does to get a burst of speed between his shots, so he misses no timing on the angle. There's little things Legend is doing to finesse that like other people don't do. Like the speed that he's sprint sliding between shots is big to take note of. He's getting a tiny bit of extra speed to catch Frosty around the corner. He's on 9 ping, bro. 9-10 ping. Yeah, I don't know. Ping looking elite, but so is his gameplay. 37 seconds for Optic, just about uncontested. SR gonna grab ball.
One Charlie Gen absolute going Charlie. Charlie 1.
One trash.
Nice, James.
One trouble.
One should be stairs.
Roll 2 inbound. Should be an easy cleanup. Nice execution. Camo coming into play here too. They got a numbers advantage to guarantee it. He's gonna get shot from his tires maybe. Oh. He could get pinched.
One tire. Tires 2 shot Frosty going in tires. And one spot back PD on you. Get out of there. He's already back on you.
Throw it to Renegade maybe. Yeah, good help from his team to make sure he stayed alive there. Didn't get pinched by Frosty from tires. 3 shot beatdown guarantees it. Nicely done. Beautiful gameplay. His POV looks like 10
I'm
ping.
coming to mid. I'm going B.
Like it's not just his movement that's so clean. It's like the way that his shots just hit, bro. It's just looks nice.
One guy shady, one guy shady.
1 second.
Everything just responds like instantly.
Go punch.
Look at that. Look at that. No blanks on that POV.
I'll try it again.
How you didn't sharp?
One shot dead absolute.
He's on the shot. Let's
Alright,
get
ATM in mid. ATM, you can jump up right now?
Bro, he mid reload, sprint slide, jump, canceled his reload, right? And then just started firing bullets into Royal 2 in the corner. Instantly canceling the reload with a slide there.
Real one.
If he ever gets caught off guard, he has the best response and he does it fast.
Yeah, bouncy,
Optic with a near flawless round of ball, and Legend's a huge part of this.
crossing heavy.
Oh, that patience on the final shot. How do you cancel? If you don't have a secondary, you got to slide to cancel reload. He did a sprint slide jump like instant. Beautiful. Bro, Legend's looking so good right now. 92.
Ball weak. One.
One shot.
I'm gonna spikes, need it?
Or no, last shot. Just bottom 1 shot.
I'm pushing B side.
I'm looking done.
The damage output, yeah. That weight on Royal 2, if he hit the head, would have been nasty, but you can see him lining up the headshot in his mind before he hits that intentional. Like, big win out of Cycle, by the way. Cycle shutting him down. Good cleanup from Formal.
Some spikes.
Just one win on a team fight, and Optic win this round. Take their time with it. Cool. Formal with a good opening on Royal 2. Easy camo collection off the Shroud. They got advantage state, despite the fact that Formal died.
Two guys B side, or two base side.
One shot beer.
They gotta be quick because they're gonna get pushed from behind.
One shot that spot.
Nice.
That spot.
No way. Last shot still C somehow.
Dead.
That's a huge save from last shot. It's gonna slow him down.
One piece.
B side, real.
Looks like they flipped the spawn already. They can get ball time here.
You're one shot. Go to. Tires one. Two guys right. One's main up. ATM.
Down with ball.
Walking on trainings.
6 seconds.
One shot main up. All the way up. One shot. Left side. Spike. One. Up. I'll spike one. So fun.
Good work. Nice.
Jump.
It's just, what is ping on LAN? 0, I guess, or 1? I don't know. Because on LAN, you're not actually on LAN. You're still all connected to some sort of server or something. I know, bro. He's a 9 ping. 9-10 is fluctuating, but like... You can see it in his gameplay, like how clean his shot reg looks. Like
And red room already, red room.
it'd be nice to play on this. I'm not gonna lie.
Rail. Last shot. Weak one. Tires to laundry. One ball.
16-8 Formal.
Soccer real fast.
Legend's been looking nasty. Optic as a unit are playing this map really well right now.
Spikes. Back
ATM, play for shot.
Okay, then up.
Weak plants. And the tires
Come on.
Frosty with a stalker control here.
Tires laundry.
Might give him a camo advantage. Shroud up for camo. Not sure who got it.
Push bro,
He's got a good pitch. Should be an easy cleanup. Whiffs the beat down.
One shot fast
Finds
soccer.
it.
Two shot soccer with Frosty.
dead.
One more PD somewhere.
That spawn is kind of crazy, right?
B side two.
Frosty's in cafe and Legend spawned beside him, bro.
Still.
Front door.
The rest of the map must have been covered by SR.
Yeah. Throw down.
Yeah, back away.
Real Frosty.
Oh my
Real
god!
weak.
I got PD again.
Two shot
The
real.
three
Two shot real
shot.
Frosty. Going towards driveway. You gotta kill Sky B
That
first.
jump forward, hitting the head like that was crucial.
Fuck purple.
Okay, well, let's go Frosty real first, okay? He might be hiding right
Switch
up.
OG POV.
Go with him, regardless.
Why, you don't like Legend?
Shot away.
I only have 2 Optic POVs, so we go from one to the other per game.
One to the mid. ATM dead. One more behind me.
Nice shot.
Cafe.
Balls weak.
Max time, he's all done.
I'm about to.
Black PD with the ball, black PD.
I'm bucking him. I'm up on left.
Yeah, Legend POV is entertaining.
We're
gonna watch Formal next game.
Commander.
One's cafe. Here. I'm gonna just look B. I'm gonna B too.
Driver weak, cycle. One to driver, cycle, rhythm, and one
He
shot.
dead. Got kind of caught out there.
V-steps.
Formal guarantees it.
Back tower.
Up, one shot, Frosty.
Nice.
One shot behind us. Well, Agent 1. Cameron's back.
Cool. Just live back A.
Two guys PD.
Yeah, there's no safe haven for them to get the ball right away. They got camo control here too. Take their time, win the team fight. Cool. Ball setup opportunity for Optic if they keep this up. Nice.
That kills me. Wow. Let's go. Could be spikes. Could be cafe.
Spikes.
Three spikes.
Let's just one.
Cool. Got it. Info on one mid map.
Yeah, very
I
solid.
spawned over,
Yeah, two cafe.
Is commando something pros usually use? It depends on the player. Like some players prioritize commando more than others.
Do that, chip.
Woodham on M&K goes for the commando like all the time. Lucid is nasty at commando. I don't see Legend using it as much as maybe Lucid, but all the pros are efficient with it when need be. The bandit is super versatile. If you're good at the bandit, you don't need the commando, you know. But it's good to know how to use everything.
One ball.
Nice, good shit.
Dead end, ball.
Watch it dead in, watch it dead in, in the right, Sabri.
I mean, the commando is good for certain situations, like cleaning up kills or suppressing fire to descope players.
Three
Like,
there.
it does have some advantages.
B-Gen, top, they're all pushing to 3.
Cool.
One more was A-Gen, mid option line B-Gen.
Lucid strides with it, yeah.
Okay, one shot, fast flip, gonna go on the wall.
He's also playing matchmaking a lot of time, though, but even when he's in pro lobbies, he's still shredding.
One tires, last shot, going plants.
Yeah, plants on me.
Dead end, in row.
Watching real.
I should. Dead end.
MPD. Just get joked. One shot on the bar, man. One shot on the bar.
One chest somewhere.
Renegade losing that fight gives up their opportunity to get a ball rotate.
He's like 8 and ATM, guys.
We gotta slay him again. Oh, no, they're gonna lose their setup here.
ATM, one shot, fast flip.
Royal 2 somehow finding timing behind Legend. Numbers advantage SR. They gotta hold hands and find trades here. Renegade formal. Big kill at a Renegade, no trade. They rotate ball to PD instead, though. Nice work at a SR to keep it away from Optic, right? We gotta delete that? Wait, what? Lusty for Lucid? What?
One trash, one. Another one bottom mid somewhere.
I didn't make it, I swear. Don't look at the eco one. Is there an eco one? That's probably.
One max. I think again. We last shot. Him push. 3 times Ivy.
Every time somebody types Lucid, it plays? Yeah, can we fix that sheet? Fix that, please.
I'm coming cafe, man.
It shouldn't pop up every time somebody types Lucid. That's kind of ridiculous. Royal 2 with a ninja unbound, bro?
Let me spice, careful.
Nice dodge back.
One turn.
Wait, cafe.
Yes,
I got him.
Delete comp. Thank you, sheet.
Bottom here, B-Gen, we cycle.
Watch a B-Gen, I can't. Okay, show me.
If you put like L4L or something, like maybe that would be the moment.
We did him.
One shot to the absolute, last shot. Let's come in, let's go.
This one's a war, bro. This round is a war.
One shot, 2 shot laundry, going tires weak.
First round was so clean.
One shot laundry back to mid, one. And once we put also weak.
He went tires, he went B.
Big kill.
Once we cafe, I'm here.
Laundry.
Just getting that headshot execution and not having to shoot him like 3 more times.
I'll go laundry.
So quick and clean.
And bottom mess, or bottom C as well.
Laundry.
Just time.
Tires.
Much tires. One shot plants.
Nice.
One triple.
No beatdown return either.
Two guys
Optic healthy here. Very healthy here.
Top C balcony, 2 cafe.
Formal saw a ripping Frosty ripping Formal from A, right? Using the BR to win against Formal long range. Or from C, sorry, from C. Huge win for Legends.
Let's go tires.
Renegade trades it. Numbers advantage Optic. That's the 4th right there. Spawners in C. This is big. At 83, they have a chance to shut out the game and tie the scrim. Very different reality from what we saw in their last scrim. This is already looking much better for Optic if they win this. Two dead. SR have a chance to break this. 4 seconds. Legend doing anything he can to stop. 99. Oh my god. Just last second, bro. Good work out of the team to just slow it down on the push. So last time they scrimmed, Bound was 1 second away from winning the round, if you guys remember. He picked up and dropped the ball, and they lost the round, and they fell apart. And that was like a moment, I think, where the scrim itself like took a turn for the worse. Optic has already outperformed the previous scrim versus SR, and they're now tied. 3-3.
Yeah, good job.
If it goes 7-7, I'm here for it, bro. Since their first scrim since the Arlington Major. Yeah. Optic has scrimmed like twice, I think, since Arlington. They scrimmed C9, they scrimmed TSM. This is their first like, you know, real high-tier top 4 team scrim since Arlington, basically. And I'm hoping we see more, right? We got a couple weeks before the tournament happens. There's a chance we can get another one of these scrims if the teams are down to make it happen. And then I know they wanted to play FaZe. SSG scrimmed Optic like 3 times before Arlington. It'd be cool to see that.
I'm gonna go sniper shoot again.
Got to be in a different place after the major? Sure, yeah. I mean, there's a sense of relief for Optic knowing that they've proven themselves at this point, despite some of the criticism. Like, regardless of how the scrim... I mean, the scrim, obviously, you want it to go well if you're Optic, but I think having that proof that they, you know, they come to play when it matters, I think is big. SR looking to remind us that they were the team, you know, statistically supposed to win coming into Arlington.
Yo, red border side.
They were the better scrim team, at least, coming into Arlington. Trying to remind us of that. They look different on lane, that's true. Last shot didn't look like himself. Frosty didn't show up, I agree. That was the biggest change, in my opinion. Last shot played all right, but Frosty didn't show up in Grand Finals.
One more there, elbow.
And
2 are silver, guys, 2 are silver.
I believe you can do it, though.
2 are BR, 2 are BR. Yeah, once you right someone, once you right somewhere.
Saw the Gears news? I saw it. Yeah, I think, so Gears, if you guys don't know, Gears 1 is coming to PS5 now. They just announced it.
Our flag.
But just Gears 1, bro. It's like a remaster of a remaster. Like, why not just like, I'm kind of annoyed that it's not the full collection, I'll be honest. Like a full collection.
One's cave. Wait, one shot Z, drunk.
But I think it's a matter of time until Halo follows suit. And honestly, the more people playing Halo, the better for me. I don't really care about the console wars, personally. What is Scrims? It's like practice games, practice matches.
One shot the BR also,
It's just game 7 if you guys are just tuning in. 3-3 right now.
They're mates.
If this was an actual series, it would be game 7.
On re-week, roll 2.
It's like the Oblivion remaster. It's a remaster of a remastered Gears Ultimate Edition. It's kind of silly, but anyway. The type to wall bounce with a Nasher playing Halo? I am.
One shot up, last shot. Go bottom level 1.
That's where we are with gaming nowadays? I know.
One's our flag or basement.
But look, I don't care about that. If it's coming to PlayStation, look, as much as I was an Xbox kid growing up, like, at this point, I just want more people to play Gears and Halo. Like, that's a W. This is a big opening from Optic right here. They got coverage on the elbow. They win their fights. Legend taking it out elbow for safe haven here. It's going to take longer to run. They've got their angles to support Legend to guarantee this. Nasty work at a formal, supporting the team while they're one-shot. Yeah, expect an overextend through snipe, and he's got bound covering on the top catwalk to make sure nobody gets through, like, unseen. Last shot through center map. Last shot just on Renegade. Good movement at a last shot, but not enough to stay alive here. Optic should have this flag at this Ray. Frosty with a late shutdown. Legend plants it. They're in disadvantage, though, and SR has the map control. They got to play defense. Legend's the only guy alive in cave. Halo on the switch, too? I'm down, bro. That's an easy kill for Legend. It should be. Frosty got out. Gun lane! Revenge of the 5th. Time for some damn good Halo. Let's get it, gun lane. Welcome back. Chat, we're trying to build the 2250. Let's get a little bit of hype in here. Not every day we get to watch a scrim like this. Appreciate you guys. Bro, last shots just go long.
No more rockets left. We'll
have no exclusives. Makes it pointless to buy an Xbox. Like, we're in a generation where multiplayer games on both consoles shouldn't be exclusive. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If they want to make it exclusive, they should make like an Elden Ring type of game that's like single player and make that exclusive. Like, if you want to compete with the industry multiplayer-wise, that shit shouldn't be exclusive. You buy an Xbox for the other aspects, not just the games, but like Game Pass and you know, flexibility of the surfaces and the tech, the hardware, the graphics that come. I don't know, whatever. Convenience.
Watch out, guys.
But really, just buy a PC, bro. Once you get a PC, you kind of don't go back. I'll be honest.
Back flag. Just hold him. Nice, Sean, stay alive.
PC has everything. You start to forget about console wars, and you're like, shit, I could just play PC, bro.
One's the maze back to you guys. Maze back to you guys. Maze back to you guys. Watch maze.
What a great counter off of Optic, right? SR do get their flag, but they got a numbers advantage. Oh, they're all dying. Frosty got a huge double. Formal doesn't touch the flag. I don't know about that play, bro.
And then one's outside somewhere.
Formal slides forward, gets nuked by Cycle, and dies, and the flag is dead. I feel like he could have picked it up and thrown it into grass, and then played more passively, maybe, and held on to his life longer. Optic might have had a chance to keep that flag in play.
And our silver too.
One's our silver. That's all.
That's true. That's true.
Wow,
Yeah, dude.
Frost,
They're super
Frosty's
weak.
going
And
nuts,
grass,
bro.
grass to our maze. Our maze. In
This
our
shit
maze
is
right now.
his
In our maze.
playground.
Pushing fountain. Weaker fountain. Weaker fountain.
Frosty
Weaker
with
fountain.
multiple important kills here.
One shot heaven.
Are you running, man?
One shot heaven, guys.
Xbox getting
also,
Steam, are they?
We're not shots.
I didn't know that.
Elbow last shot.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and Nintendo is in their own ecosystem for sure. They're doing their own thing. But I'd be down to play some Nintendo stuff on other, on PC and whatnot. That'd be cool.
Alright, bottom mid, free kill.
Metroid Prime 4 looks fun. I want that.
Yo,
Good kills.
flags one.
Huge
Flags
shutdown.
dead.
3 dead, 4 dead. Flag return and counter pull right now. Spawns on cave, maybe? Bottom mid, maybe?
Elbow, cross weak, guys. Elbow again, weak.
Cave's
Kill both
blocked.
weak, kill both weak. Kill both weak, elbow.
Good comms at a Renegade. Numbers advantage Optic.
Three
Bottom mid
dead,
kill.
three dead,
Everybody.
both.
One alive,
He's
one alive. Elbow.
elbow. Killing mountain, he's killing mountain.
Run.
Elbow,
They got a
going
team
down.
shot to let him through safely. He bumped the flag on the freaking roof.
There's a lot there. I'm watching low.
Formal fumbles the flag, or Bound fumbles the flag, and he dies.
And
And they're saving it, bro.
Silver, too. I'm gonna die.
SR somehow coming out with that.
One's our window, jumping up window now. Cycle, just jumped in. Our window weak, cycle, he's gonna drop.
They've had a couple opportunities that aren't quite paying off. Like good defensive play out of Optic, but the counters aren't going through. Frosty, last shot, win their fights. Good trade on last shot. Got to win this on site. Nicely done. Beautiful out of formal.
Two shots in the flag, guys.
Cool.
Frosty.
Beautiful peaks.
They're bear.
The way he
There you go.
peeked that,
Our
right?
guys
Taking
are
minimal damage, dealing the max to Frosty for an easy cleanup. Formal, good survival here.
Elbow.
No SRPOV,
One shot
sadly.
roll two. One shot roll two, absolute. Low elbow, one.
One could be hiding.
He's playing for rebound, one.
It does remind me of Halo, Batman. That's because the developers that made Halo 4
elbow, guys. Gonna be on
made
a flag.
Metroid Prime, I think. Like, some of the team that worked on Halo 4 is working with Retro Studios. I'm pretty sure.
They're also. They're bear weak, Frosty. Weak to rear, Frosty.
I think Retro Studios helped make Halo 4. Can you get the re? Formal's the only guy alive. That's going to be a flag for SR.
One's at sniper right now. Going our elbow. Or going our sniper thing.
Metroid looks good, man. I want to play it.
Their window, top cat sniping again.
You got ads. I can think of a fix.
Yeah, top cat one shot.
Can't have any ads in here, Twitch. We got to get some gifted subs or something. Or Twitch chat.
Cat sniping, coming on window. And their cat also. We last shot their silver. Our window
Guys,
behind
if you
us, our
sub
window
with
behind us,
Prime, it would
window
mean a
behind
lot to me. We're trying to get 300 Prime subs every month
us. Up rocks.
so we can get a better revenue share. We just recently became partnered, so it'd mean a lot if you're watching, you don't want ads. You want to find a way to support me. If you got Amazon Prime, link your account, use your free Prime sub here. I'd appreciate it. That might be GG's, man. It was looking good for Optic, but like not being able to counter efficiently when they had their chances, I think that costed them hard. Yeah.
That was really winnable. It was.
Super winnable for Optic. Super winnable. Yeah.
Nah, if I don't fucking use both my rockets on dead people, we probably kept that flag.
Bro, when row 2 is just like going around elbow, ring around the rosing with you, like. I just know he's gonna come up and kill me too. Like, that was so annoying.
Yeah, I just never fucking saw that kid, dude. Like, that's actually just so.
And now Bound went right, he went left, and then like Bound went left, he went right. And he killed me.
That is just good.
That's what I like to see.
That is just damn good Halo.
My God, Brits, 4 months,
You could've
done.
just tried it window.
Let's go,
I
brother.
thought you
Welcome
were gonna
back.
go
Thank
window.
you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
also,
you.
Cyber, I said I was getting off sniped.
Bonzi!
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
Damn good Halo.
my God.
I'll keep grinding. This is the motivation I need. Thank you, Bonzi. JM Bonzi. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
This is the way.
Yeah, like I said, I was pushing.
Seth, thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome. How we doing right now on, hold on a sec.
Wait, are you talking about when Frosty killed you guys?
We got 850 people on a Monday watching Halo on
That is
YouTube.
just damn good Halo.
My God, I guess Polo. Thank you for the Prime 1 sub, or the Tier 1 sub, brother. Welcome. Big plays. That's what we need to see. So Tier 1 subs, Prime subs, they mean a lot. They're sub points that count for the revenue share, or whatever it is, the greater revenue share.
So I guess like honestly we could have just blocked bulls, pulled it.
328 on Twitch. Damn. This is a hell of a way to start the week, huh?
It's always like that, bro.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, I think so.
Over 1,000 people watching some damn good Halo on a Monday. Watching them practice, Barbosa, huh? Look at that. Likes are rising. Yeah, if you guys are hanging out on YouTube, you haven't liked the broadcast, please do.
Like, we need
We're
to
building
try
up for
and
Dallas here.
push
If you like, I think it helps it with the
unless,
algo.
like, I mean, I would understand
Higher
if they just
possibility we
full
get to
push and
other
then
people get to experience high tier Halo, right? Like this is the highest level of competition you're gonna see.
Right there. That was the same playground. That should just ran
At the
over.
moment, at least.
If I took my time with the rockets, we literally kill them both. We just kill them all.
Bang
Oh
holiday.
yeah, when they spawn up.
Brits with 5.
Just good Halo right there. That is just
Damn good Halo.
Oh my God.
Paguste, is that it?
That was pretty wonderful.
JTY, Satsira, Twist, and Tetsuo. Welcome, Brits.
Yeah,
Your go,
definitely.
man. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
definitely.
Little hype trade incoming.
White won't kill us good.
SR now lead the scrim 4-3. This is game 8. Optic won this map. This was game
Push, and
1
that's one shot, last shot.
during grand finals before the bracket
watch out.
reset, right?
Put it up, put it
Optic
up.
confidently won this map online, but online they struggle. We'll see if they can do this online. Shout out Brits. Thank you, bro. Something we saw on land that was different was Frosty was prioritizing burning the sniper ammo. And I don't hear it happening yet, right? SR won the open strat. Frosty likely has sniped. Somebody's got it. Last shot with the cleanup.
This one.
I think it's Frosty with the sniper in the nest. Pretty sure he's getting nuked right now. He might. Oh, no. Renegade has it. I take it back.
I'm trying to help you, Matt.
Opening strat won by SR, but Optic turned around quickly.
I'll cap him, man. You can move.
I like this. QT control for Legend. He's alone on the side of the perimeter.
I'm pushing.
Beautiful.
And hey, wait, Frosty on the pillar. One shot on the pillar, Frosty.
Again, he's so quick. He's so efficient on the map. That's A access off their numbers advantage. Spawns and dummies here. Yeah, they're going to be screens from OS to dummies. It's good. They might split it to B. They split it to B. He's got QT for that. No, it's an A. Fuck. Frosty, bro. Frosty baiting his team like that, right? From the corner camp. It doesn't come out with something though. They clean it up. Nice trades from Optic.
I'm trying to get you,
They'll trade B for A
I'm
here.
looking. Try to help out.
Unless they don't. Oh, they trade the fight.
I'm looking at
B's not capped. They gave up A though, SR, to make sure they secured B. Nah, I mean that spot as a hide spot is good though. Like if somebody's baiting, that's a good play out of Frosty. Not gonna lie,
In the tube.
because you can't see it without full
In the tube,
clearing
other
it.
wing too. Yeah, in the tube, wing.
Quick 3 dead for Optic. Map control SR right now. Renegade last alive, just waiting for intel. Yeah, Bound is death camming all of that, right? Beautiful 5. Oh my god. Legend, bro. The movement.
He's pushing west to go. He can. One A, one A.
Jacob on the YouTube. Let's go. Damn good Halo. Jacob, thank you for the support on YouTube, brother. I appreciate it. Welcome. This is the way.
One take screens.
Looking at John.
Screens, one shot.
Bound's completely alone right now. He's split from the team. He's got to be careful. Nobody can help him.
He screens.
Legend coming in to help Bound here. Bound somehow making work.
One A, guys.
Yeah, making it work here as a solo player. Good cleanup from Legend. The reaction speed of this guy
I have camera.
is so smooth, right? His movement decision making. The little repositions he does with his sprints and his slides to make him a hard target without wasting time. Bro! Oh my god. Jumps off the map with the clamber, the late jump on cycle, almost wins the fight while one shot, but he denies them long enough for an easy 4 dead for the rest of his team, right? Optic win the team fight off the distraction from Legend.
Do you enable both one?
Dude, oh my, like that G-slide, right? He hit a frame perfect G-slide through bottom mid. There's a difference between hitting a slide through bottom mid and hitting what he just hit. Like that was frame perfect. The timing of his slide and the angle he came down, he skipped Keydor. He jumped so far, he landed in freaking rat tunnel. Like that's the skill gap, right? Like it's one thing to know how to G-slide, it's another to frame perfectly do that.
Cut cycle, one shot, cycle.
He got the angle on Frosty for the cleanup instantly.
Screens at me?
Yeah, he's up there for sure. 3 trip cap off Optic right now as well.
Up power me.
They're covering the entire map to force those spawns at the OS here. 3v3 right now. Clean rotate at a Legend off the side of B. G slides in. Bound milking from the back of tower to give time to his team to collapse, right? So clean. This guy is zooming. Literally zooming right now. Formal finessing a 1v1 right now. Beats Royal 2. And with 152 to to 24. This is clinical at Optic. They figured something out on live fire. They haven't figured it out on recharge strongholds. Live fire, they're looking way cleaner. All that 8's practice, bro.
In the vent cycle, weak to the right. He's stuck in the right. He's one in the vent. Vent one dropping.
The reaction speed.
Hey, Keter, Ben.
Again, it's like it's one thing to react and hit one shot, but to hit two and clean them up, bro.
One's going big. One's going bigger.
Watch out to make guys. White box one. White box one. Master absolute.
Beauty. Roll 2 one shot for just chowing the door. Play left. Interesting. That rotate out, right? Gives up B. I guess he knows he's going to get overwhelmed by the team on the right side of the map, so he gives it up early. Stack their numbers on the left side where they're weaker. Wins a 1v1 with Frosty. I don't know, Legend's doing something absolutely different right now. I guess they won the camo off that too. Formal coming out with camo control. He dies with it though. Renegade with the cleanup. 1v1 win from Bound. Renegade traded by Frosty. Yeah, they're gonna lose C. SR holding advantage here. They can take A for C as well. Cool. Great bangs. Take notes on that, right? Like if somebody's hiding behind that box, that is the best spank nade you can throw. For the oh my god, he almost got the 5. For an early explosion and then executes him with the headshot as he doubles back to nest, right? Taking notes on those bank nades. I mean, bro, if I was watching SR, I'd glaze them too, but they're like Legend's POV is very glazable right now. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's, you know, I tip this. Who's the best in Infinite? I don't know. Renegade looked like the best on Champ Sunday. The best player is whoever rises to the occasion on Champ Sunday, basically, right? Like at the event. That's the best player. So it varies from weekend to weekend.
One shot, Joe, there's 2. One shot though.
Say something positive about Optic. I'm just pointing out what's sick about like what he's doing. I don't care who this is. This could be Joe freaking Schmo. If this is how he's playing, I'm gonna glaze it. Last shot gets out. Where is his QT port though? Oh my god. Cleans him up. Doesn't grab sniper. Interesting. He's getting death cammed right now. Yeah, Frosty knows exactly where to nade. It's gonna be difficult to live. Formal just said no. Is that what he said? They're gonna lose B. 206 for Optic. SR got a bit of momentum here. That sniper was down in B as well. I'm not sure if it's going to get recollected.
Dice one shot. You come in.
They just can't. They can't let themselves fall apart here, right? They got time. They got time to lose the map a little bit. Who's the weakest on Optic? Everybody kind of has their own specialties. Like the areas where Formal is weak, he complements his team in other areas. You know what I mean? Like, and vice versa. Like, Formal's a better communicator than anybody else on the roster. Nice, 3 dead. Big for Optic. Trip cap. Now they're in trouble, right? Or not quite trip. Sorry, they collect C. They got 2.
Help out, get across.
Cool. He sees his teammate spawn screens, he's gonna go mid-map. Renegade with 2. Huge double at a Renegade. 20 seconds to win it. SR have to take the time. They got 1 push. Last shot staggered right now. This might be GG's. It's probably GG's. Look at this setup from Optic, right? From back B, 2 in center and A, and 1 at screen. Just walling him off. At 247, cycle there. 1v1 fight in A as well. They traded it. That's a huge trade by Formal. They might take B. Renegade's got a dunk on this. He doesn't. Oh, they cap it, bro. Legend looking for last second damage. He's going to give Optic a chance to collect C off their spawns. This is a crazy chow at a Legend. That's kind of a crazy chow, I'm not going to lie. He could have played that patiently. They're 3 seconds from closing it out, but
It's funny, just live, John.
last shot's just going to QT if he needs to. Yeah, this is. Oh my god. SR rinsing him right now. Good trade. Sticks his forehead. Imagine this comeback. Frosty with perfect nades on the A. Legend dead. He's in a spawn cycle. They're getting trip capped on, bro. They got to save it. Good kill from Formal. Every kill is massive. 2. That's A. They'll save A here.
Yeah, just me.
Formal still needs help. Good bait at a formal, right?
Side
Royal 2
shot.
trades it.
Side shot nade, side
Numbers
shot nade,
advantage
bro.
Optic. Temporarily. Legend as sniper. They got to win the fight for B here. They're playing B.
Two nets. One back ring.
Nice.
Hit a shot, Legend. Ah, he's fucking headshot. Two. That should be. Wait, one guy left back green. Oh my god. That's how you close a game. That's it. That's GG's.
That's good shot.
Nice guys, good shot.
Huge kill. He locked in the nest shot and then the A plat freaking headshot, bro. Yeah. Locked it in at the end. It looked shaky at a Legend at the very end there. I'm not going to lie. Like, you could feel the pressure. But those are some beautiful snipes to close it out. My God. We got a neck-and-neck scrim. It's damn good Halo. I wish we had last shots POV, though. I'm not going to lie. That's the only thing missing from an otherwise perfect scrim of Halo. It's back and forth. 4-4 right now. Oh, French Halo Jesus. He made some beautiful plays in that one. Not going to lie. That was a good game at a Legend. Unformed says lucky shot. He got 2 lucky shots back to back. My God. There's no way he would have hit the head if it wasn't just the lottery. Like to stream if you're hanging out on YouTube. Are you not entertained? It's been pretty fun so far. We got just about 1,000 people hanging out on YouTube right now. I appreciate you guys. Strange season. If you're new to the channel, we're trying to work our way to 63,800, and we're getting pretty close. We're 30 away. We're 29 away from 63,800. If anybody wants to help out, if you're hanging out on YouTube, I appreciate it. Wish you had Legends luck. I know, right? No skill. Just right place, right time. And, yo, his ping, I actually do wish I had. 10-9 ping, bro. Crazy. Is the new Piggy team a menace? They are, but, like, I'm gonna... Like, I'm not gonna, like, assume they're gonna be great on land until I see it proven. You know what I mean? Because Piggy's team was top 6 coming into Arlington, and they didn't win a game on land. So I'm gonna temper my expectations, basically. They look great. Precision is a great addition to the team, and Precision has a lot of land experience. So I think you could even hear it in the interview with Yaxon. Like, he knows how good the guy is. He felt more confident they were gonna win it with him on the roster. Descendant is nasty individually. Like, their current team composition has a better chance at land than their last one did, I think, just based off land EXP. So we'll see how it goes. Can we get Daddy's POV? I mean, is this it? This is what you wanted, right? I think there's a rank reset tomorrow. Don't. It's not a guarantee, but I'm pretty sure there's a rank reset. Happy Cinco. Hey, let's go, Pizza. Welcome. Action, yeah, action, yeah.
You might go top tower again?
Not really, dude.
Thoughts on the update? The update is a little light on content, I'm not going to lie, but it'll be cool to see the sniper ricochet shots. New skins on the shock rifle in the esports tournament will be cool. And the star and the kill feed, like, nobody's going to really pay attention to that as a spectator, but for the pro players,
I got one camo.
Nice.
Camo.
We got an audio bug on Formal's broadcast? Oh, no, I'm tripping. Hold on.
Who's that with camo? Long haul, Frosty, triple corner, wait, Frosty. One triple corner, right, Frosty.
Update is tomorrow, buddy, yep. Usually the updates go live at 10 PST, so like 1 p.m. Eastern.
L1.
He's on.
L2 now. I'm gonna get L2.
So yeah, if you're a ranked, like, competitive focused player, it's really just those 3 things. And the new armor looks cool. Like, they brought back some of the classic armor from Halo 3.
Watch up on absolute camo,
and the Fotis armor from, like, Halo 4 and 5.
Sitting there still, it's camo. One more, no?
There's a new, like, pistol model. Like, some of that stuff is cool, but
it's gonna be like,
from a gameplay perspective, there's not a ton of changes. There's a new shotgun, but not in competitive, right? The Mutilator shotgun looks like a crazy power weapon. Basically, perfect Halo to SR off the start, right? They get camo control, they get hill control. They're a sliver away from capping it out.
Yep, red is free.
What's up? L1 weak.
Optic need to force him to cap it, if anything.
Nice. Camel jump. Camel jump.
Camel jump.
I hope we
Power
do too. Yeah, the ricochet sniping is pretty cool.
Try to catch. Try to catch. Try to catch.
I'm hoping that pros find lineups on the maps that like are kind of optimal to go for.
Bomb tower. Kill bomb tower. Kill
So
bomb
you
tower.
see people like trying to hit banks, like strategically in certain situations.
Might good time. Might good time. Might good time.
New bandit? I want to see that. What's I haven't seen that.
Yo, I have a smoke for this camo.
I mentioned that. Yeah, the perfect star.
Yeah,
in the
Malcolm,
kill
for camo, I'm
feed.
gonna smoke it.
It's cool for the
You guys play for camo?
competitors,
Can you play for camo?
but it's not a big deal for everybody
One shot
else.
glass. One shot glass. Absolute. One shot glass. Absolute.
Going for him.
Yeah, okay, I'm smoking it. Smoking it. One glass. One glass. One.
When you get a perfect, there is a voice sample that says perfect. That's already in the game.
In the smoke. In the smoke. In the smoke. In the smoke.
New map soon. Yeah, they're
I'm gonna
looking
die-
at some
I'm gonna die
ASIM maps. Yeah.
Balance.
Probably guillotine.
Needles one down. Needles one down.
The new map is a ball and strongholds map that the pro team is testing right
One
now.
glass. One glass. One glass.
Setup's been completely flipped by SR, by the way. Optic getting
Step, step.
spawns out in pipes. He's got to flip the map through gold and then long haul.
I'm looking.
Yeah, this is big. Big pinch out of formal and long
Long
haul.
dead. Long dead. Long dead.
Huge. Step one to collapsing on this hill, pushing out through long haul. They got to get back silo.
And the cross. And the cross. And the cross. On the
Check
cross,
your
please.
corners
One
on the
shot
way in here
cross,
too.
cross,
Yeah, last
cross,
shot.
One shot. One shot silo. I have nightfall.
Good awareness on Whirlpool.
There's so much. I'm red bird. To be my bird. My bird. Turban. One shot. Roll two.
Yeah, and the perfect applies to not just the bandit, right? Everything that you can
Top tower.
perfect
Tower.
with.
One shot crossing. On the stairs. On the stairs. One. Behind me, Tyler. Behind me, Tyler, guys.
So you can get a
Cycle,
headshot
cycle,
with the
hidden
shock,
place. Back Tyler. Like,
and you get the star.
one shot silo cycle. One shot silo cycle. Bottom tower again. Bottom tower again. Weak. That'll be three. Tower shares again. Tower shares again. Weak.
Huge double.
Hurry up.
Nice. They might be
I'm in
spawning
A.
A.
Blocking A.
Do we want to block A here? We're spawning the gold.
Yeah, could have been tower. I think
I
he's
guess
tower.
this makes sense. If they cap the hill off the A positioning, they are well positioned for the next hill as well.
After guys, push me there.
So good decision for Formal to block A, actually.
Half I'll show weak.
Yep, and Renegade pushed out gold at the same time to limit their space in pipes. They're
I'm
getting
dead.
pinched
You guys know.
off their
Half a one,
spawn and
half a one,
pipes
one
right
shot.
now, off their capture. Formal dies in A. Yeah, they're gonna win the positioning though for A. Look at this out of bound, bro. He waited too long. If your opponent hasn't seen you, if you go for a bank nade like that, that's a good idea to guarantee the kill. But he was slightly late.
2-1-8 both weak guys. Stop A1. Cycle. You still have a shock. Still have a shock. The camo win. How long took him? Okay, C-pot. Spot.
Yeah, there's some Halo 3 maps
hope
and Halo 2 maps in the ranked Slayer playlist right now. I'm pretty sure.
Hill should be one, guys. Hill should be one. Hill should be one. Hill should be one.
Camo in play now. Optic, I think, have
Hill should
C
be one.
plat. They might have a chance to deny
Camo,
this.
cycle.
Two dead.
One,
Big
one,
moment for
one,
Optic.
cycle.
Cycle in trouble here too. 3 dead. Camo collection. Setup opportunity. 4 dead. Perfect situation
I have
for
time
Optic.
with Camo. I have time with Camo.
Time with Camo is smart, right? He can take angles more safely. Renegade already occupying gold. He's deep in gold to make sure they don't push long in advance. They're limiting their space all the way to the corner of C. And they're making a push through tower right now. Renegade's coming back. This is cool. If they push too hard, too heavily, they'll split things. They don't want that.
Hey, 2 C long also. 2 C long. 2 C long going last guys. One whole weak cycle.
Good mileage on this hill. They just got to find one kill to open things up.
Grip your corner weak cycle. One shot big door cycle.
Huge win. Formal looking down low for another. He probably already wrapped A. They're all dead. He'll clean up one. Yeah, the most he can hope for. They will not get the hill right away. Good attempt at a Formal though, right? His whole team died
2-0
together.
guys. 2-0. I'm gonna power nade this guy.
They might lose this hill.
We need this guy. We need this guy.
Yeah, they got to make a mad dash for it like last second. 2 dead. Renegade with a big nade kill and a sliver away. Wow, bro. Good push out of SR.
Got one spot.
Nice shutdown, but SR found a way to push that and win the team fight from all angles at the very end, right? Formal, we can't see it from their POVs. That was impressive from SR. Yeah. Like, all we see is Formal just in a 1v1 at the end of it, but they died. They all died together before that. SR did something perfect to make that happen.
Don't take too much M.
Yeah, they're low on you.
I can shoot. For you.
Scrims are great, bros. Hell yeah.
One can sex.
One's XL.
One shot.
Good awareness. Shut down by
Last tower
Legend.
weak. Last tower, one shot tower. One
Opening
bottom main.
created.
Top tower weak. One back silo.
The
Two
A
tower,
spawn
guys.
is
Two tower,
open
one
in that
silo,
situation. Formal
We're gonna turn
lingering,
cross,
fighting
Nice.
tower.
One tower.
Ends up getting cherry picked by an A
Play for this camo.
spawn.
Play for this camo. You have a smoke for it?
Back silo, very important for this hill, but
Watch out,
camo in
watch out,
play.
watch
Optic need to come forward to see plat to deny it. They can play from blue pipes. Nice freaking execution, my god. I just want pipes. They're pushing at tower.
Top tower, kill me. Top tower, kill me.
Yeah.
He's gonna ape. He's gonna ape. He's gonna ape. He's gonna ape.
If Legend's splitting like that, it means they pushed out to the back of like tower and silo, right?
Battle mid. Make it. Make it. Make it.
Come on.
I'm here, Battle. I'm here. More tower bound. More tower bound. I'm dead. I'm dead. Just get out of hill. C-pot weak cycle.
Good camo
He'll
collection
speak,
at the very
cycle.
least. Renegade having camo is their only answer here. Oh, I love this.
More hill. Help him spray. He's gonna chase.
You gotta bait and switch it. Renegade with the back. Renegade's still living. Frosty kills Renegade.
Absolutely.
3 dead.
No long also.
They're gonna. They gotta get out of Whirlpool because they're gonna spawn his whole team in A in a
You
second.
guys, one is in tower. Last shot, okay?
Do we want to spawn the whole team in A? I don't know. Somehow they spawn pipes. Wow.
I'm going glass run.
Yeah, he's sitting right to the hill.
BR charge weak. Last shot, hit him 4 times. Last shot, let's just for the weak.
Spawn should have the pinch.
Watch long.
2 in tower, guys. 2 in tower. 1 block out. Bang. Dead. Bottom tower, top tower, and hill. Bottom tower, main pit. Main.
I started abusing the timer at this point. I don't know. They pushed out the map.
Bottom main hill. I'm behind you somewhere. I can shoot hill too.
Good shit. You can shoot hill.
Oh, one tower, slip.
Optic goes live tomorrow. Should you get an Optic tattoo if they win the next major? Hell no. I'm not even on Optic, bro.
So long up to last shot, guys.
I don't have any tattoos. That's my first tattoo.
Ready. One's back to you now.
I like the team, but damn.
Watching top bien.
That's how I'm run.
Weak top cut.
Needles, roll 2. Needles roll 2. One top
Oh,
tower,
bro,
tower
that
1,
last second jump. Good trade from Bond.
I have your long.
They need this hill. They don't get this hill, it's game over.
Needles recycle, guys.
I think.
Stack, Frosty. One more needle,
Okay,
cycle.
trades it. Still got back silo
And
coverage
2
here.
in A, guys. 2 in A, 1 glass.
Spawn advantage Optic. Big fight and sneaky. Big fight and sneaky. Nice. Keep them alive. Keeping the teammates alive is so huge here. Formal getting gold spawns complements their setup. This is nice. A guaranteed. Cool. Love this.
Bottom mid. Make it.
Renegade gotta be careful
One
with
shot
that
bottom
pinch.
A, one shot bottom A.
Last shot killing Formal from A door. That's huge at a last shot.
Okay, we're okay.
Yeah, Formal should not be dying in gold like that. He gave up the space.
We can shoot that.
They might lose that hill off Formal dying in gold.
Two in the hill. One gets box is pushing.
Hill weak, Frosty. One shot hill, Frosty. Too long, one shot, Frosty.
Bro.
We have to get in.
2 shot, too long,
Get in
Frosty.
it. 2 dead.
Frosty.
Last second.
2 dead.
3 dead. 4. Last guy stacks.
Nice, guys,
They
good
make it happen.
Get in,
Holy
get in,
shit.
get in,
With
get
1
in.
minute.
Yeah, I'm not with there.
Optic ice up. It's anyone's game. They got C-plat control for the final hill.
You want me silent when you spawn around? What do you spawn?
I think.
Freaky situation, bro.
One shot, cycle.
One shot.
Every time you throw nades at the silo, they get all glitched up. This has been happening since, like, I don't know, year 1. That nade makes 0 sense. Yeah, this hill is chaos, but having that hill captured takes so much pressure off the situation. They got good coverage right now, too. Nearly half capped. They had the setup from C-plat to gold. If you start losing C-plat and you're in gold, you have to give up gold and come back to C, right? C is your anchor. So smart at a Legend. Legend comes back to C to guarantee that they hold the anchor and doesn't linger in gold. Now Formal replaces him in gold, and they still have setup advantage.
One shot main pit, one shot shady. Roll 2. Still shady.
Cool. Legend needs to live and go behind stacks or something.
Go silo.
Yeah, go silo. Get all the way to the back of silo. That's a good call from Formal.
I'm here, Scrim. Come here.
Don't die to Frosty here. Getting double child, always. S sharp, double pushing out the lanes, right?
2 elbow.
Great pre-nades.
Bottom tower, last shot.
He's on the box.
Huge kill at a Formal.
Stack to me.
Renegade trade, cycle, kill cycle.
3 dead, guys.
3 dead. Last guy, don't die to this.
2 shot needles. Good time.
14 seconds. This is OT right
Yeah,
here.
leave him there. Watch him, Minger.
Cool, yeah, don't overextend.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away.
So needles 1. Drop him on him in.
This is looking real good for Optic. They get out with camo as well.
Yeah, push him.
He's dead. Formal's dead. Good damage.
I just got ghost.
Renegade gets. He got choked. Renegade
Spot weak.
Renegade died with camo immediately. SR gonna flip the setup here, maybe. Legend's the only guy alive in the back of the silo to make this happen.
I can look over his ring.
With 1
Stack,
sec,
one shot silo.
the time doesn't matter. Big kill out of Formal. Last shot with the slot. My god, the headshot execution. Bound holding down sneaky. They should have the game right here. They have the game. Nice.
Ghost me right there. Holy shit. No one's causing.
Really good plays at Optic.
The same way every time. I don't understand.
What happened? Because I was in hill.
I don't
What
know.
happened?
I'm not watching bottom A. I'm not watching top A at all right there just because we're not watching bottom. Like, I'm
Where were we standing?
I was bad ledge, like putting max damage on like.
Where were we trying to bound? John, where you guys? Where you guys
I was
at?
bottom A watching bottom A.
I was
Don't worry.
like long. I was long trying to get to like legend corner, and then like I ran away, and then went back to red.
And then what did they do? They just
Yeah,
came
no,
on the
we
middle.
just try to
There?
do too much sometimes. Like just all.
Yeah, I think we just hold there, bro. I think we just hold.
Yeah.
I mean, TT, what do you want me to do? I can't
No, I thought
see
we
SR's
did, unless
POV,
someone died.
so I can't like
No, they
appreciate
went
what
back,
they're
I
You
doing.
don't move at all. Like you just stay red.
I can appreciate
That's
it
good.
like
That's what I did. I did the
from a
previous same
third-party
thing, bro, 'cause,
perspective.
no one crossed, man. I literally shot the kid on your cross and backed up to red, and then we just held the two, and then, like.
Yeah, but when the heal is about to finish, like we don't have to like do
Thank you,
some weird
Sheep.
shit, bro. Like they're gonna obviously they're gonna try to break. So just watch like.
No, they did it, John.
Yeah.
They pushed me top here.
Alright, yeah, you don't get what I'm trying to say though. I'm trying to say is that, like we pretty much did hold the two, but it didn't
I know,
work.
but
Is what I'm
saying
trying
we
to
just
say.
hold the whole time, though.
I like when
Yeah,
Optic
that's-
plays well.
Look
I
what
enjoy
Halo
watching
right
Optic play
Halo right
well.
there. That is
I'm
just
sorry.
damn
I'm glad
good
when
Halo.
Mexico-
My
Yeah,
God,
I'm
fire
saying,
only.
like,
Thank you for the
always.
5-month
I'm
resub, brother.
like,
Welcome
The
back.
only reason I'm like saying this is I feel
Hold
like
on. Like, I'm a human being. If I had to choose between the teams who I wanted to win, yes, I lean Optic. My apologies, okay? I have, subtle biases. I am pretty fair and even-handed, though, and I do get excited if anybody pops off. It doesn't matter who pops off. But do I like to see Optic win? Yes, I do. Have Optic been more supportive of me than any other team in the league? Yes, they have. So, I mean, it's kind of like a little bit of both. I don't know. I think it's fair, right? I try to be fair. I am not perfect.
agree.
I do my best, but I'm a human. All of us have biases. Some of them
Did.
more dramatic than others. Even some of the casters, right?
It's so easy when
They do their best to stay professional, of course. That's all they can do.
too easy when you store with the rotation.
I want to see everyone succeed, though. Like, for the record, if Optic win every event, then that's a bad year, in my opinion. It's good for Optic, but for Halo fans, it's not good, right? Like, you want contention. So if SR take one, Optic take one, SSG comes back, FaZe come, you know what I mean? Like, the best year of Halo Infinite competitively was 2023 because you didn't know who was going to win. Like, Optic won one, SSG won one, FaZe won Worlds, right? Like, that was a cool... I want to see, like, contention, and Optic need to be in a position to win it at the very least, because that's the best for the esport, right? The fans are excited when Optic is either winning or at least like contesting first place. That makes it interesting, right? Sure, Gen G surprise us. Like, I want contention from everybody. I don't want just one team to just rinse up shop, and guaranteed. This is a tight scrim, and we only have Optic's POV, so I'm gonna enjoy and celebrate it while we have it. If Frosty was playing, he's popping off, I would get excited. I don't know if it would be the same level. You can study the level of excitement if you want. I don't know. I'm trying my best.
I'm gonna go appreciate, yeah.
All right.
Everybody going card?
Take your time off this, dude, because they 4 dead us, they win.
Final score. No, the score right now is 5-4.
Put it on
Optic.
the stairs. 2-2. Oh, he's beating me.
And Optic winning on Recharge is a big plus for them in this scrim, for the record. Recharge King of the Hill is a better game type for them than Strongholds, for sure. But they do struggle with Recharge. And last time they played SR, they lost every Recharge game. So keep that in mind.
He's blue challenge going top car.
Yeah, I'm
Who's up with Camo? Who's up with
They're
Camo?
pushing car safe. They're all pushing jet.
Only 173 likes with 1,000 viewers. Radiant, we're doing something wrong. If you guys are hanging out, I appreciate it if you like the broadcast. Just hit one button.
How long week cycle, guys? I'll card him. Still come on down.
Fridge.
A bar on screen?
One is
What do you
on the fridge, too.
I'm moving to them.
This is Legends POV. We've got no SR POV,
He's in
guys.
the jump up.
Jersey, what's up, brother? Welcome.
Yeah, push back.
One shot of fridge, one's our front base, guys. Our front base somewhere. RP to a week, nice. One more. I got shot in the back, John.
You can't give members on YouTube? You could give members on YouTube, but I think there's an issue with it on your phone, Jacob.
Let's go. One more time back to the Janet, guys.
Flag going. Two guys flag.
On PC, it might be easier.
Jen, watch out, week.
I'm not sure.
Load Jen, week. Pistol, on the pistol, going out, card.
Yeah, she's very professional. The casters are very professional. I'm not currently representing anybody by commentating this. I'd like to think that I keep it relatively professional too, though. Like, I get excited when Optic wins, but like, well, again, like if I was watching SR, you gotta watch. It's kind of not a fair comparison. Nobody on SR is playing. It's hard to get excited when I can't see what they're doing.
Let's go. P2. I'm going to P2. P2 in the flag goes too. P2 in the flag goes too. I can look P2. They're street going the fire, guys. They're fire weak.
Going.
You guys street me. One shot cycle P2, one shot cycle P2, one's the fridge. One shot P2 looking back at you guys.
It's the rich getting richer, but SR just as rich. What do you mean by rich getting? I mean, maybe not rich in popularity, but they're just as rich as far as like being the best players and stacked
Yeah, it's cycle.
at the moment. That's what it looks like. Okay, I get it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, guys.
Nice.
Triple kill at a, was it Renegade, by the way, in the meantime?
I'm getting his touch.
Yeah, I'm pushing. More top tier.
If you guys don't think I put effort or passion into this, though, that's a different story altogether.
I gotta be done. Fuck, dude. He's back.
I give a lot of attention and energy to this stuff.
Back pillar, I need it. Peter. Back pillar, cycle leap. I'm gonna come in,
Hopefully that makes up for it. This is a good opportunity for Optic, by the way. Bounce staying alive in the right side of the base here is massive. They got 2 dead. Bounce still somehow not dead. Frosty finds it. That's going to make it tricky for Legend here. Tries to play the ball immediately. Doesn't. Big 1v1 win. And with that open, there might be a chance to plant the bomb. Formal's on top of it to continue the plant. Getting pushed up. Huge win. Somehow whiffing a beatdown. Last shot right there. That might cost them the plant. They've split the spawns to util. They got a last second plant. Now Optic up 1-0.
Gonna be spawn jab for this.
Okay. I do fine. Thank you, Nate.
I'm gonna pick.
Look, man, I don't even. I'm having fun regardless of what you guys do. Results here. Awkward scenario right there. I'm not gonna lie. Cycle not gonna give many opening. Cycle with 2. Last alive right now. Bound just has to find a trade and milk his life as long as possible. They're gonna get some rotation on the ball here too. Yeah, Bound looking for a shot. No trade at a Bound. Great coverage at a SR. Through the entire side of util. Legend shuts him down with a nade. 2 dead for Optic. That's huge. 3 now. No chance to plant for SR. World 2 last alive trades Renegade.
Back to our little peeling, man.
Renegade comment his location as he backs off. Camo coming up and Optic positioning for Camo here too. You can just throw it, make sure they prioritize. Camo, yeah, this is big. Missed the timing on front base. SR might be able to steal Camo off that play from Frosty. Frosty comes out. Legend finds 2. P Street in a second here too. My God. Who was this? The Seeker was Bounds, right? Bounds shot the Threat Seeker, giving Legend a reactionary advantage to clean up the headshot in that situation. That was kind of nuts. Legend's so patient, he doesn't go for Camo in the entire sequence, right? He's just focused on making sure they have map control and not giving up any space to the enemy. If they collect Camo, they do it from a guaranteed advantage. Some veteranship out of Legend right here, I'm not going to lie. The live still dies. Wow. SR not gonna let him breathe, bro. The most you can hope for is like strong siding, jumping out the way that he's doing it. Yeah, typically SR have advantage here, right? Any bomb game type, you expect SR to be coming out hot. Fortress, they dominate Optic. Aqua is a little bit more mixy, but Optic making it tough right now. There's no auto sprint in Halo. No auto sprint. Legend plays on a game, sir. He uses paddles. I'm not sure if he claws, but he does use paddles.
I'll kill P1.
There's auto sprint in COD. There's no auto sprint in Halo. For the record, sprinting is a big skill gap in this game. Like knowing how to use it effectively. Auto sprinting would probably take away from the skill gap. Not a big fan of the infinite maps. It's more this game type.
T2 on the nades, Frosty. Do that. Low gen leak.
Not a very good snap there. He gets cleaned up.
I'm watching, darling. He's playing for camera,
Hey, Moose, thank you, brother.
He's not coming out.
I'm loving this regardless. Doing the best I can to, like, you know, be fair as a host, but I love doing this, so it's my pleasure, man. For sure, Spartan. Thank you, man.
In shrooms. He's bottom middle still.
Good cleanup. Punching an opening through fridge side, not usually what you see, but he can clear it out in the way. Cool. Forcing the spawns over to util here. He's reopening fridge by leaving it. Cool. This is good. Great collapse out of Legend. One of them split to util, I think? No, it's Frosty.
They're back flag.
Nobody can see him in this position.
I think to you.
They're gonna pre-nade it.
I'm negating I need 3 dump. P2 weak cycle, 1 shot P2 cycle.
Numbers advantage SR. 3v3 now. Nice try, Legend. Roll 2 shuts him down. Roll 2 looking for 2. Formal gonna find R2. Last shot with the trade. Formal from top mid. Big shutdown if he gets it. He'll trade it.
I think he went to Gen.
We're back to the tug of war once again.
R2 now, Frosty weak.
Nice,
I'll see you again, I think. I'll fridge and put cycle.
Bro, you really got to take notes on how Legend navigates his fights
and
and selects the fights that he has advantages on and dips out when he has the disadvantage, right? He's super elusive as a player. His team is too dead right now. He can't afford to take too much damage for one fight, so he's like constantly in and out of engagements, forcing trades, right? He's using a Game Surge G7 right now, I'm pretty sure. It only has 2 paddles, but it's like the popular choice right now. That and the Razor Wolverine.
Okay, just chill.
I know Formal's on the G7 as well.
Yeah, gonna be top 10 with you guys.
Spartan Atlas, thank you for the follow, they're welcome. Turkey, how you doing, man? Don't watch much Halo anymore, but when I do, I watch you because you're entertaining no matter what the game we're watching.
Top 10 away, Foster.
Never perceive bias towards any team. Cover them more because they last longer in tourneys. Sure, Turkey. I'm definitely not heavily biased anywhere, but I like seeing players win. Thank you, Turkey.
Peter, flag.
Speaking of which, bro, SR finally brought it back when I looked away, man. They push out the hill, and just like that, they get a plant in the bomb. We get a tie game with 4 minutes, camo in play. SR not going to let them get away with it. They might have an advantage for camo here, too. Legend's got to find a way to kill Frosty. That nade coming in cleans him up immediately, bro. The help out of SR, cycle Frosty, win their fights. Camo advantage and momentum stay for SR. They're trapped in the back of the base. Nice cleanup from Formal. They have camo, I'm pretty sure. They gotta figure out where he is. Camo's engine, he's saying. That's Jen.
Yo, P1 on thrust, cycle weak.
P1 dead. Frosty dead here. The camo player can't do much if they clean up the rest of the team, right? Should wait for the G7 Pro. Does that have 4 paddles? That's like a new one, right? They use scuff sticks instead of default sticks. Yeah, they do switch the sticks out. I think some of them. You don't have to. The sticks are fine, but yeah, the scuff sticks are nice. Shepard, thank you for the ball. The controller's here, by the way. You literally just pop the faceplate off and just pull the sticks off. I've got like a freaking graveyard of controllers in front of me.
P1, brick.
P1, come here.
Wow, it's that simple. Bound with the bait finds a double. No way.
He's going P1.
It's just looking like an OT type of game at this moment, bro. 2 minutes 30 left. Numbers advantage Optic. Legend does not want to die for free here. Nice denial on last shot. Renegade gets in front, cleans it up. Where's Formal in the util? Renegade occupying P2 at the moment. This is a good opening right here. Good opening for Optic. They're double stacking it for the plant. They're going to push through P2 guaranteed. They coming in. Shut down. Formal gets in front of it. Doesn't clean up the kill. And a millisecond away. SR save it. They'll come out with camo, so at least Optic gets something in the exchange. But wow, last shot just shut it down, bro. Formal didn't trade last shot somehow. Right? Formal needed to trade last shot. He got in front. Cat America, thank you, brother, for the follow. Last shot just saved the game for SR. Bound died with camo. Camo no longer in play. 2 out of Legend as he zooms through center map here. Cool. He's got space in the back of their base here. World 2 dead as well. Spawns in fridge guaranteed. Cool, clean up, and then fridge spawns. Last shot just living, bro. Last shot with the bait. He forces the trade. Once again, last shot making it difficult for SR. Cycle gets 2 off that opening he created.
I just rushed that, dude, my bad.
Yeah, he did. 1 minute 20. They got like 5 minutes left, right? We're going to OT at the rate that this is happening.
Let's try spot up here.
Take their time. Seem way too hype for SR stopping the play. Yeah. SSG camp has been quiet and not Scrim. Yeah, SSG haven't been streaming their Scrims as much either. I'm not sure what's going on there, Flourish. I don't know, man. Give them some time to figure out whatever's wrong, you know? I'm just going to let them work on it. Clearly, SR's situation is not ideal right now. Or sorry, SSGs. I was talking about SSG. I don't know if I said that.
I'm looking for the fridge. I need a fridge.
Optic definitely pricing these guys, though, right? We saw one really efficient collapse at a SR that led to a bomb plant, but Optic definitely winning the battle of attrition, it seems. Consistently pressing SR on their side of the base. Not getting away with the rotate, though.
I got a melee. One shot the run, nice.
Just bait them on, you good.
Lucis hair salon
One
dropped.
more speed toward.
Bro,
Chasing
come on.
down, chasing down.
Still holding center map. Another camo for Optic, right? You gotta think over time, one of them gets through. Renegade dies with camo again. Good shutdown from SR. Bound gets to clean up a roll too. Numbers advantage here. Legend doing everything he can as a one shot to stay in the fray here. Bound still in the back of the base. Finds Cycle. Finds Car 3. Finds Frosty. Lives too. Bro, what? Because they pushed out util and he's fridge, they split a spawner in the center of the back of the base, right? So Legend just got dropped by somebody who just spawned in his face. There's only 3 spawn locations on the map. Timing is everything. If he was a millisecond faster, he would have split that guy fridge. This is OT now. We're in OT. That's why it's so difficult to get a plant off, because the spawns are limited and they also have like quick angles. It's a little bit better than Fortress, but like shit like that'll happen. SSG is fine. They just need to learn how to play to be aggressive together. Yeah. We'll talk about it. We've talked about it though.
The fire. Holding mom. No.
Once again, like they're winning the tug of war, but it's just not ending.
He's full up on him.
Bomb, one shot, roll 2, the Cargos, and one repeat on all.
He's revealed his position though.
They're done.
Huge win. My God. That's the jab step right there, right? That little sprint strafe to stay alive. Legend, or last shot dies too. He's staying alive and keeping Frosty out of play. Insane gameplay at a Legend right here, somehow living. Legend looking for Cycle. Cycle wrapping front base to shut this down and flip the spawns here. Legend can block util. But he misses the timing, bro. Cycle just saved it. This is looking so difficult to deal with, bro.
He's finessing.
Invent a new sprint tech? Nah, he's just really good at it. So when the meta changed to Bandit starts, that's when the sprint tech became a thing, right? Because Bandit starts make it valuable to sprint between your shots. With the BR, it's like not really strategic. Because you cut the burst in half. And it takes longer, you know? 3 dead. That's defense out of SR once again. This might go down to a tie. We got 1 minute left. Let's see. Bound calling the aimbot. Legend's the only one that shoots it. It works though.
Car 3, Frosty weak, we're going to high all.
Out of the way of the threat seeker. Nice rotate on Legend, my God.
Weak clash shot.
He's gonna trust his team, cleans up util. 1v1 cycle. He's not gonna win this. Oh my God, that's insane, bro. Hits the jiggle peak, forces a nade out of cycle, right? And jumps during the nade throw animation to somehow clean him up and win that fight. That was gross, right? Nades throw slower now than they used to. Like this season, they changed the timing on the animation, right? So you have, like, if you catch somebody mid-nade toss, you can, like, outplay them like he just did. That was kind of nuts.
Watch out, damage. Stream 1, roll 2, absolute. Red bar.
Like, being able to finesse like that in a 1v1 is what separates the best players from everybody else, right?
I think it's a tie.
It's a tie, bro. It's a guaranteed tie. Bro, we just watched them go to war for 15 freaking minutes to tie. How many kills? Legend with 32. I can't see the second player in the lobby.
Like a tie.
Yeah, it was a tie.
But if I just trade that guy in window when Sabu was arming it too, we just win. So
yeah, but Optic.
No, if you played for like a fast trade on Brad.
Yeah, instead of them, yeah.
Yeah, we actually get that bomb up.
Yeah.
I saw that. It's just actually unfortunate.
It was a tie, but it felt like Optic did have more control over that game than SR did.
Yeah, bro, when we're trying to plant a bomb, and like I don't know, like 2 of us there, bro, like just by time for spawners to like get out, because I don't want to spawn and be trapped already. Like it's
5-4.
Yeah. 100%, bro.
I should just trade the guy down. We should have cut this shit.
Not gonna lie, Legends POV is a lot of fun to watch.
Also, I feel like
like there's stuff he's doing that other players just aren't doing. Vinny, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
And make all them spawn flag. Yeah. And then collapse on them. Because that's how you do a frauded like quick and fresh like by trapping them. off, like-
Objectively speaking, you
Yeah.
guys watched the same game I watched,
I
right?
was start too because we had like 2 really good. Honestly, we played the map really well. We fucked up like a few pushes, like going a little too quick, but we were doing like the right shit for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not actually pretty happy with how we played that.
They controlled more camos. They had more plant opportunities. There was
Like I said, if I
insane
sure, I think I
defensive
know
play at
exactly
a
what's going
SR, and you got to credit that. But Optic spent more time on SR side of the map, and I think that's pretty objective. Like SR had a great execution plant that led to a 1-1. Outside of that, though, they didn't have as many opportunities as Optic did. What did you miss? We are 10 games in at this point. We're 10 games into the scrim. We're about to watch game 11. It is 5-4 Optic. This one is
Gab mine. Thank you for the prime, bro.
is nice and close. It's high quality. Not allowed to say anything positive about Optic. Don't forget. Yeah. We're sitting at 2,223 subs right now out of 2,250. We're trying to hit 2,250. You guys are chilling on Twitch. If you don't want ads, if you want to support in any way, I would sincerely appreciate it. We got more Halo coming up here. Expect about 14 games per scrim. Whether or not they play Slayer is up to the teams, right? So it's usually about 14 games. Then after that, they decide if they want to play a few Slayers. Legend Insane Piv. Cool. Nice clip. We'll look at it later. How old am I? I'm 33. Go back and watch later. If you're watching on YouTube, everything saves on the VOD as usual. Tim, welcome to the chat, brother. Legend moves so smooth. Yeah, I mean, some of the 1v1s he had on Cycle, like the one in back blue as well with the sprint that he hit right before that. Cycle pushing out the back of the base. Like notice how Cycle played that, right? He wrapped through the deep in the back of the base to give himself the most opportunities to win the fight on Legend, and Legend still turned and burned him. So 92. I was born right at the start of 92. Yeah, January. Old enough? Wait, hold on. Halo Pros actually stream. They always were. You know what? I don't think the Halo community's ever cared about scrims as much as we do this year, right? And I think a big part of that is because of the roster mania that took place coming into this season.
Oh, good to know that.
What's wrong with that?
Congrats, bro. Good to know.
I think I look. Hopefully, I don't look. I look my age. I don't know.
A little surprised, but
Hey, thank you, Clev.
you never know.
Like I'm more invested in the scrims than I've
Marble
ever
Red
been
Tag guy.
throughout the entire life of Infinite. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe it was just like things kind of lined up that way. I got no skincare routine. Actually, my girl is upset with me because I have to get a skincare routine, bro. She says I'm gonna get old. Age. Thank you, Griffin.
Who? Oh, last shot?
Yeah, he's back.
Thought I was older. Hey, let's go. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Funny?
H2 Peril. Yeah.
Shit, my God.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a wave on. Like, I don't do your store, but
That's true. I think there's more
I'll come on
incentive
base
for other
later.
pros to stream now than ever before.
Don't come from base?
Yeah, just
And I
hang
think
out.
it'd be so awesome if the pros
Oh, really? You don't want to do
would
I mean,
consider
like,
it.
you can, but like I want to
know?
go from like the left, bro.
All right, I appreciate it.
Like,
or like take the same route as this? I don't know. Like,
I got some.
I don't know. I swear, like the times we got.
All right, I'm gonna just listen to the music and vibe out with you guys for a second.
I'm shooting most of the video. We get the one shot next. You just slide it.
Who wants gifted? Ben McCann in the chat. Let's go, bro. Good to see you. We got some viewers in here who are struggling with the ads. Can't have that happen. Yeah, I mean, you guys know, if you've been watching my YouTube stuff forever, I've been a huge Halo fan for a long time. The competitive side of the game. Things just kind of lined up, and the roster mania was crazy. I decided I wanted to cover the scrims. Just a beautiful accident, I guess, right? I'm glad to be here. Man on fire. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Let's actually do this. I gotta hear the noties. Ben McCann, my God.
It's just good Halo right there.
10
That is just
gifted.
Good Halo. My God.
This man is a goat. Wait, how many in total? 65 in the channel. 0, Wyatt, Drone, Chutters, Dog, TX Ninja, Rin, Kuri Kaka, Scotty, Casual, and Bad, and Off Flowers. Welcome to the way. Ben McCann, your goat, bro. Thank you so much for bringing some hype to the stream. 22-33 at a 22-50 right now. Optic lead 5-4 in the scrim as we walk ourselves into game 11. We had a tie in the previous game, right? Ball went down to the wire at a 1-1, so we are 5-4 with one tie for the total scrim. Game 11 right now.
Will we ban? Drop any ban? Stop any ban? Body ban?
70?
Okay.
It says
Far weak. Do those,
65
bro.
on the thing right here. That's weird. But I'll take it. Okay.
Quad
Take your word for it. Gun lane with 5.
Good Halo.
My God. Teddy season. Destruct. Swanky. Perfect. Is it O-tier? Is that what I say? Welcome, guys. Gun lane, you grow.
Kill Sky Tower. Kill Sky Tower.
Hype train starts now. Let's get it. Love to see
Ape
it.
that guy, no class, bro.
Fortress CTF for Optic is a tough one.
Good Halo right there.
Ben, I see what you did.
God.
Ben with 5 more. Misremember, King, Dynamic, Dashy, Tekits. Welcome, guys. Big plays, Ben. That's 70. You're right. If you can get 100, I'm putting a little gem beside your name, your VIP in the chat. If you can bring it to 100, no pressure.
I fucking hate this match so much.
SR coming out with 1 already, bro. I look away for a second, they play perfect Halo. SR are better at this map. Let's be honest, right? SR typically win on Fortress, whether it's Bomb, whether it's CTF. They just know how to play this map. They know how to control the snipers. And they're coming back with a vengeance in this game to tie up our Scrim. Formal with some defensive play off his spawn here. Flowers, let's go. Love to see it. Yeah, we gotta upgrade this stream for sure. SR going nutty right now.
Side spawn. Weak cycle. What's up, tower? There's someone making their tower.
Legend with an opener. That's a return on the flag. Nice kill on Cycle before he dies. They got tower control here, but Legend getting tagged up. Having the enemy's tower is a good starting point. The OS coming into play in 10 seconds, though. They got to make sure they deny it.
Honestly, leave the flag. Just kill Sky Spiral. Kill Sky Spiral. Spiral, one shot cycle. Basement 1. The basement, guys. The basement cycle.
It's that one area where Formal excels, right? Like, Legend might be slippery, more so than Formal on the map. But Formal's so steady with his aim, right? Just straight up 1v1, suppressing fire, damage output. Formal's so steady with his aim. But at this rate, they're going to be losing this, bro. That's 2 flags. It's looking like back-to-back. Hold on. There we go. Legend gets 3 flags. Did I miss a flag? They did it that I missed a flag. They did it that fast.
Like flag and we lost the sword somehow. Like, I don't understand.
I mean, mount blank spawn. It did nothing. They just still went for OS. Like, the guy that was full just went for OS from the right. Just like I did in the bomb, bro. That was so faded.
Are just playing for it, too.
So faded, dude. It's alright. I'm just wipe it, dude.
That is
Wipe
just good
it.
Halo
Vinny!
right there. That is just damn good Halo.
My God, Prime Gaming sub for Vinny. MKV, welcome, brother. Thank you. Bro, yeah, I got distracted, but like, SR is so good at that map, it's a problem, you know? It's like an auto win. Shit's like an auto win. The same thing happened with Bomb. They win the opening strat, they get a plant right away.
It's so star, bro. Like, we cannot go forward like that without any
Needs to be
kills.
studied. Optic need to go back to the
I'm
VOD
not
review
on
and study that.
I know.
You were just trying
I
something, I
don't
think.
think it's about play. Rotor's just literally sniping over it.
I want to
Doesn't
watch,
play.
every time I watch Formal, I watch him on a bad game, bro. We watch Legend go lights out, and then I watch Formal on a game where they just get dominated.
It's like, it's not normal, bro.
Try to watch Formal in this one.
Yeah.
If there were more new maps in rotation, they wouldn't be as dominant as they are. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Been watching for a long time. Now on YouTube, decided to sub here. Good to see you, Vinny. Thank you so much, man. Let's go.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. This map is like all about the sword.
I know. That's why the map's horrible.
Yeah.
Chat, type
That's
1
so
for
bad
Formal,
for-
type 2 for Legend. Or if we have a mod in the chat who can make a little vote, we can make a vote. Type 1 for Formal, type 2 for Legend. The score right now is 5-5 with 1 tie. We're game 12.
I'm gonna go with pot. You want me to look at green again?
I'm late hitting it. Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna go
Chat
for
likes
more.
Legend. 1-2.
Flush.
That's sweet. Last shot. Trading. One shot. Last shot. One shot back green. Last shot. One shot back green. Red board on you, Van. Red board back green. Red board back green.
Off the opener. Who's getting sniped?
Go back green. Last shot.
Renegade coming out with snipe. You guys like Legend? All right, I hear it. We go back to Legend.
That's funny with camera. One more spawn day. I'm not sure.
Legend on live fire is a thing of beauty. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's cleaning this map.
Trading cycle.
Formal. Okay, we'll watch Formal next. All right. Rarky in the chat. Let's go, bro.
No, that's camera. Actually, I'm much. I'm coming down.
He's in the tube. He's in the
Is there
tube.
a guy top tower maybe? But yeah, Quantum. I'm walking back to the
SR start 1-0 up every scrim on that map. Yeah, on that map.
Yeah.
Optic won the first game. This is the first match today, right?
Let's go back green.
Back to cycle. Let's go.
Look at beach on the
Trading.
Shut down by Cycle.
Still trading. I'm moving. Nade trading.
As long as Optic is occupying that side of the map, it's very difficult for them to get away with the hill, and they spawn their teammates in good positions to defend that hill here too. Yeah, being tower position off a spawn, he can cut.
One big Frosty.
Yeah.
One big Frosty. One too fat.
That's it. Nice.
They're gonna lose this. Yeah, they're giving it up. They're setting up for next. Great hill at SR to start it, right? They completely shut Optic out of it.
Okay,
No, dummies.
I know,
Nest,
Jack.
Bottom tower weak. Last shot. Bottom tower weak. Last shot. Good. I want it. Nest, I think. Sorry, back in.
Watch Formal hits it over the moment we look away, bro.
I don't know where he's at.
That shit's classic. That happens all the time.
I don't know.
Hey, let's go, PRG.
Hey, Pi, watch out.
I'll radio broadcast it for you, brother. You don't even have to watch.
Alright, top minute.
I'm gonna go B.
Yeah, I'm done.
The double challenge on B here to try to break the maps from that side. Checking all their corners as they come through, just in case somebody's hiding in the corner, right? Legend spawning here is a good indication that this area is safe. What's this pinch? Flanking out bottom tower and coming in low at the same time. Nobody occupying nest. Interesting. Repulse him off the map. Frosty with the first kill. Homo trades it for a 3v3. Legend getting tagged at every angle. Fine cycle. Good shutdown. Spawns and B are open. Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of a risky chalo. Pillars right there from Legend.
Dude, where is this guy? Where did he just come from?
Pro 2's going nuts.
No. Try concrete. Nice, Sean.
Pro 2 with the QT got important plays. Good trades from Optic. Spawn advantage. SR, maybe. QT again.
Cut cycle. One dummies.
Formal on top of camo.
Screen's weak.
Formal dead here too.
He's thinking you're A.
On up camo. Last shot with camo. Wait, he's scamming.
Frosty scamming.
Last shot's camo.
Legend makes light work of Frosty. Not catching Legend coming out of tower right there. Nade shots him to execute.
Snipe.
Bottom mid. Rat.
Legend's harder to hear. Yeah.
Trading also. Trading to nest.
Nice week.
Renegade got snipe off that exchange. Huge 5.
Camo tires.
Shut down. That's camo. Yeah, good death camo on camo here. Last shot with 2. Last shot. Huge camo play. Renegade might have to dip out. Oh my god. Hit body.
No. Cement back green. Cement. Why won't shot cycle?
Renegade solo bottom mid with sniper. He lost snipe bottom mid.
Go for sniper. You got it. Repulse up.
No, he repulses out. SR playing some perfect Halo here.
Yeah, we can.
They're gonna get this hill at this rate.
Cut something. Frosty weak. To your right, man.
Frosty with 2. Frosty with snipe on live fire. Uh-oh.
Let me go all the way out. Then.
Good cleanup.
One's bigger.
He's got no stickies.
They're gonna wait to camp it, I think. They didn't.
No wasted movement. Yeah, for sure.
That's
I mean, when you watch a pro, intentionality is the biggest thing in Halo, right? Every single thing that you do in Halo needs to be intentional. There's a reason why you jump. There's a reason why you hit that wrap. Why you stepped out that far, you know?
Oh my god. Nice shot.
Nothing's happening on autopilot. Nothing's happening just on habit.
I think they're both there. That's roll 2. Might be on camo.
You're flexible at all times.
Watch this water.
This is looking grim for Optic. Real grim. Last shot occupying tower, forcing their spawn space to be here. And they can't even get through the open area of the map through Turbine, right? Legend sounded kind of pissed right there. Wait, what? Optic getting impatient.
Yeah, they're not even around hill.
Looking for 3 hills back to back here. Cool. 3v3.
Cool.
No, that double chow. Legend not ready. Trades it. Last shot with 2 again. Last shot's going crazy this game.
One shot in guys. They're spawning green. Big
Optic need this camo.
It's gonna be a big door. Don't be careful. After that.
They're so involved in the fight, they're kind of giving up that space, though. Renegade with killing Frosty. Roll 2 trades it. Good spawn for camo. He's gonna get chowed. Don't die here. Oh, he's dead. Stick him? Nice try. The late jump to stay on cuts, right? This one's looking rough. Yeah, Legend did all he could do. He didn't stick him, though. He probably could have stuck him. Get a tutorial on G-sliding IRL. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, try to hold tower. We have hella time. It's okay.
Alright. Good comms out of Formal. He said we have hella time, right? Like, recognizing that even though it's going bad, they could flip it around. They could still win this. Don't mentally check out even though it's a 3-0. They got 2 minutes 20. That is enough time to flip this game around. Though it's not looking pretty.
One guy nice, one guy small.
I'm
I'm looking at West, I'm looking at West, I'm looking at West.
Snipers and 10 guys.
Screens,
Run like
Kilo.
Kilo.
In the
At this point, SR milking the timer as well. Just focus on playing Slayer here, right? Occupying space near the hill, but not actually getting into it. Holding the setup. Giving them bad spawns and then playing Slayer. Good rinse right here. 4 dead for SR temporarily. Frosty first spawner. Homo telling Legend to hold cut. So he can bait for headshots, right? Formal with Sniper. Wants his team to spread out, give him opportunities to collect angles here. This is big for Formal if he can. Okay, let's Cycle win, or let's Legend wins. Cool. Optic control still. This would be a hell of a regain if they get it. They're gonna get this hill. High tower completely isolated. Should be a yeah. No trades off their kills. No fluff on the gameplay. They got tower positioning for mid. You want tower positioning for this, right? 3v3. Such a well-timed reposition for Legend.
That cycle.
At the moment you're ready for him, he's moving. I saw that, bro. Super patient shots out of Legend. Keeping control of tower is the anchor they need, and Formal's such an important part of that puzzle, right? Formal staying alive back tower right now. Doesn't find the kill. Last shot gets through. He might flip things. Renegade going back tower to clear it out to make sure. He got Cycle looking for last shot here too. Royal 2 kills bound. Renegade did not kill last shot. Last shot's still elusive. They're going to flip the spawn. Oh my god! Last shot with a jumping blaner, bro. Taking the tower jump. This is why we needed his POV, right?
Yeah,
A sliver away from a cap is good looks for Optic. They got a minute 45. They could win this if they can lock out that cap and set up for next. Yeah, I mean, living back tower and then doing that was dirty. Last shot died. There's the hill. Cycle dead here too. Numbers event. Wait, no. SR flipping. Cool. Good work out of Legend. Finding camo on Nest. Renegade gets through off the suppressing fire. And they got some spacing. Back B. They can make this work. They got enough time for this. Legend might wrap the map. Do they wrap it together? No, they're coming back. Doesn't want to leave Renegade alone. I like that. Yeah, Legend doing a lot of work. Renegade dies. They lost that coverage. SR still playing for time. Oh no. Okay, sure. They gotta shoot the same thing. Cycle gets through bottom tower, cleans up Renegade, and then pulls Formal into the action. Formal dies the last shot. Cycle made a huge play right there. Now they're in trouble. They got a wide setup, limiting Optic spawn space, so they're taking fights the moment they spawn, right? 3 seconds to sniper. They need this. 2 dead already. Legend getting out with snipe. Oh my god! Oh, kill 2. That's an opening. Can they get to sniper though? They don't have A spawn, so it's sniper advantage SR. Sliver away from a cap. SR looking like they're gonna clean this up. They're stacking the hill. Optic have to run. Legend going back first. No, they don't make it. That was a sick double. It wasn't enough, right?
We played the last half really well, but
yeah.
We're just not really trying in the first half of the game.
Not really trying, he said.
Many bad diffs.
Yeah, for sure.
6-5. SR take the lead in the scrim.
Yeah.
2 more maps at least. The thing about this scrim is if they don't play the Slayers, somebody has to win. It can't go down to a tie, I think, right? Because they have 1 tie. So we can't see a 7-7 scrim. We're going to see like a 6-7 or 7-6, whatever, with 1 tie, basically, unless they play Slayer. So somebody will come out and win. Regardless, it's been damn good Halo, all right? We're going to recharge for ball. Oddball is great for Optic, but recharge isn't, right? So they did win King of the Hill recharge today. They definitely got a good shot with the momentum they've had in this scrim to take this too, but yeah, SR was definitely the better team in that live fire. They looked better towards the end. They were pulling it back, but it wasn't enough. Yeah. No wasted time, too. We're going right into this game. So this one's a slow burn. What is he scamming? Scamming means they're making a play where like they're throwing their life away, like they're gonna die basically. So like if somebody, let's say your team dies and you're 3 dead and you run out mid, like that's scamming in the most obvious fashion, right? If you just run out mid and you're the only guy alive on the map, and they're like 4 up, and you just get blamed. Like scamming is just like giving your life away, making a bad play. Scrim is very even, as it should be. It's good Halo.
I'm burning this, guys. I'm burning this. I'm burning this. I'm burning camo. I don't even know what the fuck.
Oh yeah, formal POV, formal POV. We gotta go.
I'm going to die.
We watched.
Grab behind you, grab behind you. Gold stairs, gold stairs. I go gold stairs, man. I go gold stairs, man.
Gold subs.
That pre-nade is meta.
What else
Been used for a long time. Make sure you're doing it.
Trying to pull that shot absolute.
Pushing pipes, I'm pushing pipes.
Half full, Frosty. One shot, half full, Frosty.
Yeah, it's just playing for me.
Nice cleanup.
Gold also, guys. Gold also, that shot. Gold weak on you.
You're pretty good at scamming.
Cycle.
You guys need scamming tips. Ask Rice.
Watch out under battlage. Watch out pipes.
Scamming, glazing, bro. It's a different language, huh? Welcome to just being chronically online, gamers.
One tower, Frosty weak. Shot bottom tower, Frosty.
If Frosty win, or if Formal won that, it'd be a piv, right? Pivotal kill.
Gold, I think. I don't know.
Shut down. Cycle controlling combo in the pipes can make it very difficult to break through. Renegade dead here too. They're staggered and awkward timing, right? So Formal's options are limited. There's 3 dead. He kind of just has to. Okay, he almost gets out.
Push me tower, I think, guys.
They might push him out.
Tower, one shot tower, absolute.
SR no strangers to momentum, right? Like, if they know that Formal's isolated, they will push him out. They will kill him. Tweaking, crashed out, yeah, all that stuff.
Look about, man. One shot glass, absolute cycle.
2, nice.
Bottom me.
Trolling, throwing, yeah. Oh my god. No, but they get tower, bro. Formal going to collect the ball, not thinking about the fact that they already wrapped tower.
It could be tower,
Cool. Optic time. They don't have camo. He just got sights on that, yeah.
One shot, absolute long, red bar.
What the hell was that?
Shot grapple also, last shot. Then one more, just needles or something. Yo, stacks. Bottom tower with camo.
Cycle making plays with camo.
Just go forward, just fight the guy.
Oh, we got Blader's just something I've been saying, bro. I don't even know.
Balls camo.
What is Blaine? Blaine is like I don't know, just like headshot.
What's mango?
If I say the same thing a lot, I try to like say new words. David Blaine, make him disappear. I like that.
One BR and then one's like
Make
needles,
him
guys.
disappear.
That guy gold is like needles.
Blader's like some old thing.
Good
It's
stacks,
an old
stacks.
word for headshot.
Let's go. Stacks again. Stacks them all. Stacks them all. She them all. Let's do. One shot long.
New season tomorrow, Matthew. That's correct. Rank reset, I think, and then some content.
Spawning A, man.
61 seconds for SR. Comfy game for them so far. It's a hard jump to hit that. You got to approach it in a very specific way if the battery isn't raised.
Golden trap. Frosty, flip, gold stairs. Yeah, I can grapple ball.
2 dead. Cool. Grapple and shock is in play here too.
Red weak, last shot.
Wow,
Weak
bro,
and
last shot.
red. Back red.
Great denial nade of the last shot. He cleans
Under
it up
battlage, guys.
immediately.
Gonna go out battlage. Good ball.
Cool. 2. Ball control optic. Shock still in play here.
Go stairs, we're tripping. I'm gonna run. Nice one.
Blow my brain.
Fire, last shot.
I knew where to sexy. Is that what you want? Sexy play at a formal. That was hot. No, he dead. Oh, I like the shroud, but jumping out like that, guaranteed dead.
Two more now. Bottom mid, scamming. Let's I'm watching out.
If you're not bricked, are you even a Halo fan,
Top tower
right?
weak. Top tower, cycle 1. Top tower 1, he's stuck right here.
Do not let this man
Not
move.
moving, not moving up tower.
Cool. Spawns in C or long. They could be open like long. They didn't clear long. Yeah. They're C. Yeah. Wait, how did Cycle get there? Did he leave tower and get there? What the hell?
One BR1, absolute.
Frosty collecting. Frosty and SR stole the ball mid-rotate to tower and took it the other way. Right? They collapsed on spawners and they somehow lost the ball in the exchange, and Frosty took it back the other way. I don't know what just happened.
He's going on me?
Right, they were like 3 dead, collapsing on their spawn, and somehow they pulled the ball away from them and brought it into A, and then threw it out center map. Still got 2 minutes though. 25 seconds to close it out for SR.
Let's go behind you guys. I'm looking for the guy. Let's go behind you. Gold stairs now, up. Gold stairs up. I don't really care. I'm fighting gold.
Gold.
Two guys gold.
Oh my god. Bro. Shots like that are so important. Like any other player in a situation like that, airborne is not going to flick that cleanly. Unless it's somebody in this lobby, I guess, bro.
Come on, you know, soon goes.
Yeah,
Triple corner, weak last shot, triple corner last shot. And top gold on me too, man. Triple corner 1, nice, top gold, roll 2.
Which is more beneficial for
Single
my
go
overall
Legend,
gameplay?
one's on tower.
I don't know. They're both great. They're both
One
great.
shot on mid, one shot needle or something.
I think Druck is very efficient. If you're a high-level player already, then Druck is helpful because he's very quick and efficient. He'll just tell you what's wrong. But I think Suspector will spend more time with you, and he's also easier. I think he could work with more players of different skill levels. So if you're like Platinum, let's say, like I think Suspector would probably be a better bang for your buck. But if you're a higher level, Druck would be great.
You grapple glass, roll 2.
Not that Suspector wouldn't be as well, but
One shot, two.
Two guys half full
just looking like an SR round, bro.
strength.
3.
Needles? They've come out like needles, I think. Not sure.
Yeah, AB needs to
I'm here.
You don't lose aim assist, but you have less aim assist when you're airborne. And you only have right stick control. You can't use, because this game is very left stick. Like, left stick is very important as a source of your aim.
Blue tunnel weak cycle, hit him twice.
Almost just super clean with that last shot execution. No problem, sorcery. Solely goal gameplay? You can watch my videos for that, Rubik. This is an SR ball round. They're looking nasty on recharge.
One shot make pit, shitty.
Wow. So, is it over if they win this? No, one more game if they win this. Before we consider playing Slayer. I'm not sure if they're playing Slayer. If SR win this game, though, and they don't play Slayer, then SR wins the scrim. Regardless of whether or not Optic wins the next game. I think we probably have an Aqua CTF that we haven't played. Which is good for Optic for the record. They could maybe win the Aqua CTF. They gotta lock in this ball round. It's do or die time. Treat this like freaking grand finals.
He went all the way through.
Nobody with the camo on the opening strat. Last shot winning another important fight. Cycle finds bound, and they get out with the G slide. Former with the denial nade. Royal 2, what the? Oh, my bad. What the hell did I do?
2 bottom A, 1 at scam. He's walking next to him. 2 and A.
I hit like my escape button? I don't even know what I hit. Are they tilted? I don't know about that.
Up A, last shot weak.
Royal 2 hit the G slide to Mangler to live with the camo and then had the awareness to know the A spawn was open. So he came back to mid map to avoid formal, right? Like that survival at Royal 2 with camo was kind of crazy. This guy is getting tough to kill, right? His lunchbox is in the comms. Yeah. Last shot 1-6. Bro, last shot with 3. Looking for the over. Over on C plat. He wants it. He got it. Yeah, that's insane. Formal's calming it too, bro. We gotta see this guy stream, bro. He just ran him down. He ran him down. See, I get hyped for SR, bro. I get hyped for SR.
Yo, glass in the gold hit him once. And one long as well. Frosty long weak. One glass, gold weak.
Right? You could tell he was playing specifically for the over and nothing else. Because he knew he has like a 2.5 second timing window to get the over, something like that. So he freaking 3-shot sprint slide, beat his face down. Only 5 seconds of ball time, 2 minutes in. This is insane.
Top A cat pushing tower.
Camera control
tower,
renegade.
C-spot, I think, guys. And one top A is still. Yeah, C-spot. More tower, I think, John. Needles, tower, too.
Nice cleanup. Last shot still alive, so no trade. Cool, good rotate. Spawn should be nearby here. We'll see. Depending on where his team spawns, it tells you a lot. Yeah, he wants to bring it back to gold. He's going to get pushed out in long.
I'm shooting him all.
Nice.
Corner.
Wow, good rotate, though. Crazy, bro. The amount of damage, they almost kill him on that rotate. Frosty with 2 in the feed. Formal's got to think about playing this.
Top back out, yeah, top back out too, top back out too.
Cool. You want to
Last
be
guy,
in the middle of the team, right? So let the team push past him and take the perimeter around formal. So he's not the first one to get hit out in the lane. They got 2 to. This is good ball time for Optic. 3 seconds to shock here too. Almost got a grapple in the back pocket. He can grapple that shock. Yep. Uh-oh, it got stuck. Did it fall?
Watch the stacks, watch the stacks.
It might have fallen. Oh, it fell, bro.
Oh,
Awkward.
One gold. One guy gold somewhere. I think one's in A2. One's a gold, like back at the gold wall, I think. Not bad, after that, man.
Wow. That shock's gonna despawn, right? It's like a 10-second despawn timer. It's back on.
Red weak, one shot red, absolute, commando.
Nice execution.
One shot up here, on the steps.
You tower, guys, you tower.
You gotta be so quick. Like, it's not just reactions
You
and
tower,
accuracy.
one shot top tower.
It's awareness. Like, knowing Cycle is likely to leave that fight and jump out the way that he did. Like, that reinforces Formal's reaction to hit the headshot. Like, he knows Cycle's gonna dip. So he's so ready to catch him on that dip. Weapons have collision, but Spartans do not. They do with the enemies, but it's freaking weird. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Pot roll 2 weak, One's a tower, one shot frosty. You guys see pot, Last one as well.
Every 1v1, he's been winning a lot. In the late scrim, last shot has gotten the glow up in the late portion of the scrim, right? He's been looking much better in the last like 4 games. Is what it feels like. Like, I'm seeing him pop up on the feed, make more plays, win more 1v1s.
Triple corner.
Good shutdown here.
Yeah, he's Ballage with camo. That's him. Roll 2 camo guy.
It's a Slayer game of ball right now, right? Oh, they didn't kill camo. Frosty can get ball here, maybe. Almost pre-nading it just in case he walks it out with camo.
He's just gonna go for ball, just bait it.
Yeah.
Slight advantage to Optic, but with 1 minute on the time, right? Like, this is likely not going down to 100.
Let's get triangle door. They're gonna hit it, I think. Grapple at it. One shot grapple.
Good damage. Nobody in position to pick up off of it.
Good ball.
Beautiful.
One more.
Legend. Wow. Finds 2.
And then one top with camo. Top with camo as well.
Camo's got to be out.
What the?
What the? What? What the?
Top tower, turn across ball. Top tower, top.
Was that a grapple? What the fuck was that?
Cycle. Cycle weak.
No, we're watching Formal and Legend. We have no SR POVs, so only Formal and Legend. That's got to be the most insane grapple rotate I think I've ever seen.
You pot, one shot, last shot.
He's lagging for sure.
Silo one.
Whoever that was, it was laggy.
There's 2 on you. One's like bottom mid already.
Take notes.
Village also. Nice.
30 seconds. Off the timer, Optic can win if they just keep winning these team fights, right? Ball's in the center of the map in a baitable location. No, it's not. It's actually pipes. I take it back.
One shot, scamming. One shot, 2 guys. One shot, 2. Batteries.
Formal's calling scamming there because he thinks Frosty's dead to rights. Frosty turns and descopes him, and then he dies. Sometimes you know what I mean? Like, it looks like scamming. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a bait. His team was ready to support it.
Baiting it. Yeah, orange door as well. On it now.
Scam, yeah.
Ball guy
getting scammed. Yeah. Scams while calling the scammer. No. 17 seconds. Renegade with the shutdown in pipes. 14. This is good opening, but not too much work for SR to do to close the gap here. Stick it.
Bottom Ming.
They're winning their fights. SR with 9 seconds on the clock here. They might actually have this. If they keep. Why are they double stacked on freaking trippy corner? Optic jetting through mid map looking for a stop in the ball. 7 seconds as they do rotate it. 4v2. SR numbers advantage is getting desperate for Optic. Bound dies. They're gonna win, bro. SR. Late game ice at a SR. 5 seconds as they drop the ball.
Who shot having Frosty?
GG. Why does it say I'm connecting to chat? We're good? Okay. SR with that ball win, I think.
He's doing that on purpose? Like, how do you do that on purpose?
War Turtle!
That is just damn good, Halo.
My God.
He's grappling at like a certain speed or something, and it's like teleporting him.
If you grapple at a certain speed, you teleport? What was he saying? SR stole that away. War Turtle, welcome back, brother. Nice to see you in the chat, man. Thank you. SR off that win. If Optic choose not to play Slayer, or the teams, if they both choose not to, I guess, then SR will win this scrim. Regardless of what happens here.
Like,
so
giving our best on this.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Finish last map.
Really, really good lockdown from SR at the end of that. And Optic looking a little desperate towards the end, trying to force themselves through mid-map, right? Exposed to a lot of angles. High-tier scrims regardless, right? Real high-level stuff, bro. War Turtle to go back in the chat. We are 6 subs away, by the way, chat, from 2250. It's been a fun streamed. Bro, I can't even. We've been here for a bit, man. I wish this was like a daily thing, like levels of this, or matchups of this caliber on like a regular basis. Series is 7-5 with 1 tie. 1,000 on YouTube. Let's go. Welcome, YouTube, guys. TSM is winning the FaZe series? How far in is TSM FaZe? We got Penguin and Trippy's POVs. I'm not sure if they got off. But I'm down to watch TSM FaZe immediately after this.
One shot car one absolute.
We watched Formal last time. We're going to go back to Legends.
I dropped. Run scammer. There's like 2 I think, guys.
CTF Aqua is a good map for Optic.
Inside mid.
They're generally pretty confident here. SR have a lot of momentum off that previous game. Might give them the edge.
Our pink guys, our freshly.
Pizza on the wall.
Joey and Zane still streaming. Cool. It's good practice. It's all just practice, but it's great practice and great content. New season tomorrow, Matthew. That's correct. Yeah. Nothing crazy content-wise, but rank reset, I believe, and some stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, low down.
Stream one shot cycle. One shot on jam, blue cycle. One shot stream the blue cycle. One's our fight. Two streams, guys. Two streams both weak. Going into base, both of them. 2 into our base.
War Turtle with 6. Damn good Halo. This man is the GOAT for a reason. Nearly 600 gifted in the channel. Mitchell, Cosmos, Jeremy James, Wonderlander, ABY, and Reckner. Welcome, guys. As we say at SR, kind of running away with this, huh? They haven't gotten the plant yet, but they got the wins, or the kills in the base. War Turtle, you're freaking dope, man. Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. 2250 as we smash the goal. Love to see you.
Event cycle, one shot.
Yeah, careful about the other guy.
One more to Deepa. Deepa, welcome. 584. Holy, bro. 16 away from 600.
PT and Scrims, I think?
I'm not sure. I want one. 2 guys, 2. Play for camera.
I'll catch him.
I'll card him standing there. Card jump.
Legend will one-shot, not wasting any time, wrapping the entire map. Like, what an efficient way to live one-shot. If you've got awareness of where the opponents are, you can get max mileage even like a shot away from death, right? Such a perfect execution out of Legend. He wastes no time, puts together a flawless run, and that's going in. All well one-shot, he opens that up from courtyard. Like, knowing how to play as a no-shields player off your awareness is so important. SR definitely nasty, but Optic will open with some energy. Two dead right now for SR. Legend not going to waste his time with the 1v1. He's looking to help the team center map to guarantee the re. I like that. Reroutes. Finds World 2 from bottom mid instead. Will safely returning. Oh, Cycle. Good name. How does he run the flag that fast? I can never get it. Consistently throw it in front of me like that. You got to practice for sure. There's a timing to the way that he does things. It's hard to just explain it. Very effortless, yeah.
And they're flag. 2 in their flag, guys. 1 shot. Nice.
But when you toss the flag, if you want it to go far, ideally you want to like flick up, switch weapons, time it. But it should always go in front of you, regardless of whether you toss it.
Flags one, done.
His flag weighs less. Yeah, he's just got good mechanics. Low key though, Legends, like I would argue Legend is the best flag runner in the league. So you're watching a top player do what he does best. I think he's on 108 or 107 FOV. Bound's on the same FOV. I think it's 108. Beautiful shutdown, my god. He can't stop this flag, but he might be able to get counter. Going for an immediate counter off 2 dead here. Nade Cycle wastes no time pulling the flag. Somehow skates the angle. Well running this. Camo in play now too. Cycle dies with the lockdown from Bound as Optic's team shots coming in clutch here to keep Legend alive. My god. Bound with 3, by the way. Camo control Optic. And again, Bound gets the over.
Yeah,
And they're still cooking him in spawn. Legend calls the gen spawns here as they push through fridge side. They got him in a pinch there. Legend showcasing why he's the designated flag runner on this team, right?
Peter, weak cycle.
Insane, right? You have to be so perfect to get to util the way that he did. Look at this, bro. Now he knows he has timing. Yeah, if Optic is killing them on spawns and they're like 2-3 dead, he can take it bottom mid. This is the fastest route for the flag. So he goes... He has not missed a step. 3 flag runs, not a single missed input. Nothing. Like literally frame perfect 3 times.
Nice, bro.
Perfect game.
You can see him bound. You can see him.
But knowing which route to take, depending on the circumstances, like util is the safer route. Bottom mid opens up if you're winning the team fight like that. That's the fastest route. I mean, you're basically getting it, but yeah, this is nuts. That rotate is sick too, right? Like that's such a powerful rotate to get to util. He jumps to the ledge on the right, and then G slides to skip the clamber to the bridge to cut off the flag immediately.
That was first guy cycle.
Optic showcasing that when it's a map they're comfy, you know, they can clap back just as hard as SR did in the previous game. Oh my god. I don't know what it is. We watch Legend and he plays like the best guy in the lobby. We watch Formal, we catch him at a bad time. Legend again turning and burning Frosty. He's 1v1. I mean, he's... I don't know. He's a young player too. That definitely helps, but that's not everything. He's the youngest guy in the lobby right now. Or no, on Optic, not the youngest guy. Cycle and his ping is like 10, bro. 12, I guess.
L2.
Optic with what, the 3rd or 4th camo in this game? 3rd camo? Nice. He doesn't full commit to falling to bottom mid. He gets a check on car 1, right? Or backs up into roll 2 with a shutdown. Good shutdown from SR.
Yeah, up cycle weak.
Frosty stole host? I don't know about that.
Bottom car, Frosty. He's on reflection.
Cycle guaranteeing that. Optic got to play some defense here. They might get a pull in a second. Yeah, Formal getting overwhelmed. If he can force a trade, that's huge. Legend overextending, knowing that they're losing the team fight and the flag pull is coming in. Cycle knows that's happening. Big 1v1 here, Legend Cycle. Oh my... Bro, every time. Every time he wins the 1v1, right? Trusting his team to get their job done on their side of the map, he punches an opening for a counter pull by defeating Cycle. Like, that's a reaction fight right there. To back up and get the headshot execution on Cycle sliding.
Archie, Frosty, our wall.
It's 7-5 SR.
Our wall 2, Frosty, guys.
7-5 SR.
I think he's still a I'm looking at P1 for John. I'm looking at John. P2, one shot shoot. Drop P1, make that shot. Two pink jump.
I was just playing this like it's grand finals, bro.
Don't die bound, dude. Don't die bound. One's the window going to car jump. Our car jump one.
Okay, good trade from last shot.
Top car, first seat.
Top car, Frosty, weak. Like 3 times.
Is close to the best player? What do you mean close? Frosty was looking like the best player in the world before Arlington. He didn't lock it in, you know, at grand finals. And that was a big reason why SR didn't look like themselves, right? That's just kind of how it goes sometimes. You gotta be the best when it matters. But leading up to Arlington, Frosty was looking like MVP. This is our Dreamhack preview. Yeah, that's basically what this is. I hope they scrim again, and I hope we see SSG slip in. Bro, you can't trip him up, right? Like, World 2 walks him down, hits the late shot. Legend just watches it happen, flicks his face up. Like, you cannot trip him up in the 1v1. He's won, what, 9 out of 10 times he's winning 1v1s? That Legend's Wi-Fi, yeah. His Ethernet.
Nice.
Frosty was getting shut down, yeah. He was like double or even triple neg in grand finals. He didn't get the thrust. He's trying to extend past this again. SR can absolutely still take this, right? 3 minutes is enough time for 2 flags. Another 1v1. Royal 2. He's going to skill jump this. So clean. Nope, doesn't pull it. Gets in last shot's face so fast, he doesn't get a return beatdown. Legend on top of the return. Should be able to guarantee this. Like the way he's creating opportunities, he's going bottom. He doesn't make it. Nice shutdown by roll 2 right there. Or last shot finds it.
Yeah.
Bound collecting the flag immediately. Run opportunity for Bound here. They alley-ooping that up the window. They are. Formal catches it. Nicely done. That should be GG's right there. 2 minutes left. 3 flags for SR to collect. Great defensive play at a Legend and Optic right there. Dreamhack is no. It's 23rd of May. So we got a couple weeks. Meaning more opportunities for Optic to scrim. SR, SSG, FaZe. Hopefully they take the highest tier matchups they can. And we'll be watching it all. I'll be here. Yeah, Frosty was negative every game in the grand finals. Just about. Except for what? Like Fortress Bomb about? Like something like that? When Optic won the Origin Slayer in Grands, that was like an indication that I needed to know that Optic was playing different.
I'm sharing it.
Like they were a different beast on Sunday.
PT one shot.
Argent weak Frosty, hit him twice. Argent Frosty, hit him twice. In a flag, 2 in a flag, 2 in a flag.
A minute 30 for 3 flags. I don't know about that. This might be the last game, chat. This might be the last Optic SR game. If they play Slayer, we might get one more. I hope they play a Slayer, but I don't know. I mean, I see Last Shot and Legend kind of remind me of each other in playstyles a little bit. They're similarly like flexible in the way that they play, but Last Shot's POV is super disciplined, and his one shot, like his 1v1 consistency is like he's literally dunking on everybody in 1v1s. It doesn't matter if he's down shields, he'll find a way to turn it around. You know, like.
One shot back flag. See.
Good cap at a SR.
The flag going bottom mid, one's going bottom, like bottom pink, one big, I think.
I don't know, Thor. Like literally, Arlington was scheduled on an important weekend as well, wasn't it?
More than Gen, I think, going out too.
There was like some.
I1.
Yeah, I don't even know. How does he win that, right? Like Cycle's back base has him 2 or 3 shots in, and he just burns him, bro. Like making that sprint strafe look so freaking valuable, but like it's one thing to pull off that strafe, it's another to waste 0 time shooting and to nail all your shots. Like to actually use it in a way that's useful for you and doesn't screw you up. Respect to SR for fighting tooth and nail to the close, but this is over. Thank you guys and close the stream, you think? Let's see, we'll find out.
Alright, chat, that's the last game. These guys don't play Slayers.
They don't play Slayers.
I'm gonna turn the stream off, do some theater with the team, and then get some food, and then we'll play some mates, okay? Actually, I don't know. We might play it, so alright, love you guys. Thanks for watching, Appreciate you guys tuning in, bro. I'm going to, let's see, should I raid somebody?
For sure.
Good scrim.
Raid Maniac.
It's a damn good scrim regardless, right? So is FaZe still happening, yeah? This is viewers high to low. Why is it all screwed up? Look at this. What the hell?
Honestly, I don't really want to play Slayer.
Are they playing a Slayer?
Yeah.
Play a Slayer, please. They were down.
Alright, Chai, I'm gonna throw you guys some Maniac. Alright, see you guys later.
GG's. Yeah, at some point, Rag, you just have to learn how to shoot between your sprints, basically, right? Like, start there. Like, you can't sprint and shoot at the same time. If you press the inputs together, like, you can't just, like, buffer your sprint out of a shot, right? You have to learn how to shoot the frame after, or so you have to learn how to sprint the frame after your shot comes out, right? Find that timing. And then after that, learn how to snap away and back with your aimer, right? You have to sprint, turn away, turn back. You have to learn the mechanic of, like, how that snap works, so that you're not missing your shot when you're sprinting out. But yeah, basically activating sprint puts your Spartan in an animation that, like, it's not just about the speed, it's the animation you enter that makes you sort of hard to hit. Need a faster sense? Yeah, having a faster sense would definitely help you with the flick away to, like, really offset the way that it looks for the Spartan, but you don't have to have a crazy sense. Keep your sense between, like, 4 and 8 for the most part. I wouldn't go too ham with it. Legend plays on 477. A lot of the some of the faster paced pros play on that type of sensitivity, like 477. Same with last shot. Time to go. Okay, we're not done though. So okay, just to cap that off for the record, like 7-6, SR win the scrim. Good looks out of them. It was tight though, right? It was a competitive scrim the whole way through. We had one tie on Assault Aqua, and the tie looked good for Optic, I'll say, even though it was a tie, obviously. Optic were definitely kind of dictating the pace on it. Had it continued, maybe they would have had it. I don't know. But that was a close-ass scrim. So that's what we're hoping for, right? Like, this series is a coin flip. When these guys play, it's about who comes, who shows up to the plate. It's still looking like the maps, like the maps that the teams play the best on are the maps they're likely to win. Like Fortress, SR destroyed them on Fortress, right? But Optic looked better on Livefire Strongholds today. That was good to see. They had a King of the Hill recharge win. SR won by 1 game, 7-6 with 1 tie. This is FaZe. This is Penguin's POV, guys. So FaZe is playing SR, and supposedly, FaZe is playing TSM. TSM is apparently beating FaZe in scrims, is what chat was telling me. There's 12 seconds left. FaZe has a clear advantage on this to shut out the game. It's looking like it's going to go their way. Son of a gun, you missed it. Jump over to my YouTube and just quickly go. If you want to go watch it on YouTube, you can do that. Or past broadcast on Twitch when it's finished up. Dude, Shy, stop talking when they are talking. Jesus Christ. Wait, Corey, if I stop talking when Optic is talking, then I can never talk. At all. What do you mean? Like, you can just watch Optic. Because they literally talk the entire broadcast. So I have to find a way to balance it, right? Sometimes it's chaotic. Sometimes it's okay. It's just part of the process. FaZe is Scrim and TSM. Yeah, if you're here to listen to Optic alone, you're more than welcome to go watch them. That's, there's no problem with that. But like, obviously, I can't just sit here and watch it and say nothing. Like, what's the point? I'm trying to give you guys value. Keeping it real every day, Bev. How you doing? Okay. I'm gonna erase. I'll leave the Optic scrim score, and I'm gonna add one underneath it. How about that? I don't know what this is. FaZe TSM. Let me go to. We can take a look at the stats on Halo Data Hub, by the way, and see Optic versus SR and who popped off. Like statistically, what does it look like? Slays. This is 6-6, bro. This scrim, FaZe TSM, is 6-6. Apparently. It might be 7-6 if they haven't updated it. FaZe might be up 1. We're getting to the tail end of this one. It's good to see these two teams tight competitively. Not expected, though, right? TSM just recently made a roster change. They re-added Manny to the team. So throwback to KCP. This 4-stack, this TSM stack has been playing together as a unit for longer than any of the team currently in the running. But it's been about a year since they got together, right? Last time they played, it was year 1 at Infinite. Year 1 or year 2. During the BR meta. Kind of an unexpected switch to see them drop Cherished. And they did it, I think, specifically for chemistry. Maybe it's paying off if they're tied with FaZe. Penguin, by the way, is a rare treat, right? Coming out with 2 kills off the opening. Or off his spawn. We don't typically see him stream very often, right? Like, especially not scrims. I don't think he's ever streamed scrims on his POVs. This is good to see. Hi, Samantha. Okay. Just talk more to piss off. I mean, there's nobody else talking, so I can't talk over anybody anymore. Have I seen the Optic Halo 3 video? I saw it, yeah. If Shotzi came back, he'd dominate? No, I disagree. I think if he played the game when it was like when it launched, then yeah, he'd be a top player. But like, the game's been out for 4 years. It's going to take him some time to, like, figure out every aspect of the meta and where it's at. Optic are fine the way they are. I'd love to see Shotzi come back, though. I can do a stat breakdown, yeah, but let's watch the end of this. Big Penguin fan. Yeah, it's good to see his gameplay. Take Shotzi about a month? I don't know about that. Shotzi can absolutely hang in the top level of pro lobbies, like, right away. But I think when it comes to, like, playing perfectly as a team, and understanding like every little component of the meta of this game, I don't know. Kind of wild to assume that he would be better than somebody on Optic currently, you know? He's definitely not washed. Shotzi's got a natural ability for Halo that like nobody else has, I'll be honest. But what he doesn't have is time played. Talk between gunshots. I don't know, Rice. Maybe if he played with them out the gate, but now I don't know. I want to hear nothing. I just want to watch. No audio at all. What a snap, bro. Penguin's a POV I haven't had the chance to watch much of in a long time. He's generally a very patient player. Not expecting like last shot level maneuvering, but we'll see. I don't know. He's definitely got the flexibility to do it all, you know? Kind of like a Swiss Army knife. Frosty stats. He had best KD and kill assist. Wow, KD. KDA. Frosty with the best stats in a scrim is interesting, right? He normally in scrims he's not the top person on the board, but I guess unless it matters a lot, right? Like a scrim like this, you can tell he was taking things a little more seriously. Frosty online, yeah. I mean Frosty online and when it's like important to him, you know, if it's a tournament, if it's a scrim versus Optic to prove they're the better team. Because typically in scrims, like Cycle, Last Shot tend to occupy a lot of the statistics. Royal 2 generally has the highest KDA. TSM giving these guys trouble, right? 51 and counting here. Penguin jumping off the peak shot. I think he thought that Trippy was going to pinch that earlier, right? So he jump challenged, taking full attention of Talik there, but Trippy didn't collapse when he made that play, so it was risky and he died for it. FaZe still cleaning up shop here despite that. Plays the ball immediately. Excellent play out of Manny. Manny slides in, gets the ball play. They got to wait a couple seconds to get a touch, and Druck finds Trippy, so it's not a safe rotate here. He will take damage. If they were money games, no idea. This might be money games. Knowing TSM, I wouldn't be surprised if they put money on this. With Gears of War officially going to PS5, you think Halo will? I think it's only a matter of time until Halo goes to PS5. Console wars are over. PC took over. Yeah, sure. Nice oh, wait, he gets stuck? I guess it didn't work. Penguin is on 10 ping. Penguin is in Texas, isn't he? So Penguin's been playing from Seattle for a while, and part of the reason why FaZe canceled scrims on Optic a week or two ago was because I think Penguin was still in Seattle. I think he might have moved to Texas. No wonder he's streaming, right? We might get to see his POV more often. He's playing on a steady 10 ping right now. The whole FaZe team, I think, is in Texas, for the record.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Yeah.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Optic versus SR is done, Ronan. The score is underneath my webcam. It was 7-6 SR with one tie. Kason made a couple calls, did he? I mean, it seems like Seattle internet is just not great. I don't know. I see Penguin on the timeline, not happy about it. He has an opportunity to do a lot more work for FaZe, maybe, when connection is no longer the issue. No problem, Ronan. It was a 6 scrim, by the way. If you go back on the YouTube, a lot of good moments. Only got to watch Optic POVs today, but Legend was putting on a freaking masterclass today. I think Hex is cutting the power next tourney. Wait, bro, what? Bro, TSM, despite the fact that Penguin's out here in Texas, right? Like, TSM, with their new 4th, give this team some time to cook, and maybe they do damage, right? Maybe they just needed some time to get the chemistry back. It's an excellent looking scrim for TSM. They're about to close out this round. Numbers disadvantage, make it 3 dead as Manny wraps pillars, cleans that kill up, and Falcade's got no choice. Put the G slide out center and die for it. They're getting beaten slays and an OBJ efficiency. Soul Snipe with a headshot on Trippy just to close it off. This should not be on SSG. Should be branching off to create his own roster as the IGL. Oh, okay. I mean, he wants salary. Send Lucid to COD. No thanks. What's the new Halo coming out? Good question. No idea. Earliest 2027. But I wouldn't be surprised if it takes longer. Remember when Formal played Straight Rippin'? I don't. I didn't watch a lot of the of Halo back in the Reach days. That's probably when that happened, or maybe Halo 4. Is that when he played? I didn't watch Halo 4. I remember when Renegade played Straight Rippin'. That's how Renegade got noticed, right? Or like right. That was like kind of the start of his career, and then he went from Straight Rippin' to Splice to join Shotzzy. I remember that back in Halo 5. Why aren't some of the Halo pros moving on to other games? I'm sure the money has to be much better, even COD. Well, you could say the same thing to me, Regrab. Like, why aren't I watching COD where there's way more viewers, or Fortnite where there's way more money, right? Like, I love Halo. It's tough. It's like, it's love. It's also like a little bit of a addiction, you know? Like, it's nothing else gives me the same kind of dopamine hit. Like, these pros have taken so long to build their skills to become the best at the game that they play, and then being able to switch and having to, you know, despite the fact that you got talents, you kind of just become a number in another game where it's like there's so many other people who've been grinding it. It's hard to stand out in the same way. The balance of Halo and how it works and how it prioritizes skill on controller in a way that few other FPS games do. I don't know. Hey, KB, thank you for hanging out, brother. Go watch the new Last of Us episode. Ooh, sounds fun. Yeah, they just prefer Halo. I mean, I get it, though. Like, it's not an ideal situation for a lot of these pros. Like, Ryan Noob's saying he has, like, a secondary job, I think, right? He's sponsored by Gen G. So, like, some of these guys who are super high-tier players have a second job, you know? How many games actually have 1 million or higher grand finals? I don't know, but like that's not what matters though, right? Like, I mean, that matters, don't get me wrong, that's big. But like the general viewing population of Halo Esports day to day is not a lot to like fund, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a ton of money for salaries. There's not a ton of money for you to just go live and be good at a game and get viewership. Like, if a pro that you haven't heard of like goes live, he gets like what, 70 viewers? Unless he's playing a scrim, you know, like, it's just not really a lucrative investment. You got somebody like Druck streaming probably to like 60 people. Like, if he's not scrimming, Druck is like an elite player, you know, but he just doesn't, they don't have like big profiles. Nah, not 7 viewers. Druck streams, yeah. He's probably streaming right now. I can check. Talik might be streaming. Talik rarely does. He probably doesn't have very many people watching. Got the news that Envy's going to pick up the Incognito team. Chat's been telling me that. I'm not sure where you guys getting the intel from, but I've seen it enough that it sounded like it's going to happen. And good for them if so. Snipe got sent right back to Penguin. Didn't catch it, though. Advantage state for FaZe in points, but not in ball control. You'd watch a Druck stream? We do watch him on here. We can swap to his POV next game. Halo was sick back in the day. Halo 3 era was sniped. Yeah, for sure. Halo was like the Fortnite of that generation of gaming, right? It's tricky nowadays, though, because the industry's so saturated and nothing is new anymore. Like, the benefit that Fortnite had was there was no battle royale, or the scene wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, it hadn't popped off until Fortnite really executed. And then Halo, yeah, Halo 3 was operating in like a blue ocean space with limited competition and doing things that nobody else was doing. Yeah, people hate on the studios for justified reasons, at least historically, right? Like, MCC launched the way that it did, like, that sucked. they pivoted with the gameplay. You know, like 343 felt that they needed to make changes to the gameplay to individualize themselves as like a studio. I can understand that. But the changes that they made didn't, like, it kind of, you know, stole Halo's identity, and it wasn't executed in a way that, like, you know, where the gameplay, like, felt better. It just felt like, you know, didn't work out. So they had to recover from that. Halo 5 was honestly sick, but it wasn't appreciated because of what happened with 4 and MCC leading up to it. And also because it's just fundamentally different than a lot of the older Halos. What was the tie between Optic and SR? The tie was Aqua Bomb. Every Halo sucked until age 5? Well, that's not true. We've gotten to a point in the Halo, like, with our community where there is a fan base for Halo 5 and that style of Halo, and there's a fan base for classic Halo. And they don't really like each other sometimes. So we kind of cannibalize ourselves as much as we build the community up, which sucks, bro. The community is against the community is against the developers don't even, they're not exactly killing it either, you know, it's just a tricky situation. Campaign story was disappointing. Gameplay wasn't bad, honestly, but yeah, it wasn't, you know, it didn't hit like the classic games. Halo 5's mechanics are so rock solid that it's fun to play like just about anything in that game. Just because you can, just there's a lot of dopamine. Once you learn how to use the mechanics properly, it's just fun to play. Luminosity got jacked by NV. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not sure. Pretty interesting if so. Does that allow Luminosity to sign Collect's team? That'd be pretty cool. Devs don't know the community exists. I disagree. The current dev team working on Infinite is a small one. Nice regain at a phase. I don't know. It's unfortunate. They're being pulled in different directions, and they also have like Microsoft to appeal to, and the way that Microsoft kind of operates, and what the devs are allowed to do under that umbrella. It just sounds complicated, bro. It sounds way more complicated than I wouldn't want to. I don't know. You know, like I don't envy being in that position.
Active camo inbound. We have the ball. Ball dropped.
I do think Infinite is a solid middle ground for sure, PRG. For the record, though, the game is cracked out. Like, this game's pace of play is faster than Halo 5, I'd argue. Because of the G-slide. Because you can, at any moment, reposition faster than you can thrust slide with no waiting time. You just need geometry. But mechanically, it's also more simple and, you know, mirrors the classic games in the way the team play is prominent and whatnot. Halo on PlayStation, I think will help, yeah. Halo's accessibility is good for the franchise. We want people playing it. All the competition that's succeeding over Halo right now is available everywhere, bro. COD is available on all the consoles and your freaking cell phone, you know? Fortnite available on everything and your cell phone. People need to discover Halo. It sounds crazy, but at this point, I don't care. You know, it's like, talk to me 10 years ago, I would have said, you're nuts. Like Halo is Xbox, you know? Like, and I was a bit of a fanboy at the time, too, so I would want to see Xbox kind of killing it in exclusives, and for a long time, they haven't been killing it, so... Nowadays, I don't care. Caught on a Game Boy Color, for sure, man. Yeah, Justin, for sure. Mobile Halo HCS? Nah. It's like, do you want to play on mobile? No, but some people will, and cool. Good for them. If that leads them to, like, upgrading to an Xbox or to a PC or a PlayStation or whatever, it's like, cool. More people entering. Just more eyeballs in the game, bro. We need more eyeballs. That's all we need. That's the state. We're in an interesting state right now where there's not enough people, like, playing. More people need to be grinding. But the incentive to grind isn't huge right now, and the game's super sweaty, so people do grind, and they just feel like they, you know, they check out because the game's sweaty. Teammates aren't good enough, you know? But the viewership watching Halo is fun. without a doubt. You know, watching Halo is fun. There's a lot of people watching Halo. Hi, Synity. They're good. They're good. Optic SR was peak Halo. It's done now. It was 7-6 Shopify and 1 tie. So really close scrim. They were back and forth the whole way through. This is TSM versus FaZe. It's 6-6, so this is tight too, but we're kind of just like talking shop and chilling at this point. But welcome to the chat. Thoughts on solo queue, plat and above? I don't know. What do you mean? Solo queue can be done at any level of play. You can solo queue to Onyx and beyond. You got to have more patience, you know. If you're going to solo queue, you have to approach the game like mentally in a very healthy way, or else good luck, you know. I mean, you got to be focused on your personal improvement, not too focused on whether or not you get the win or the loss. Look back at your games and figure out what's going wrong, you know. Celebrate the wins, celebrate the improvements, or else you're going to lose your mind. You're going to lose your mind. Yeah. If you can learn to enjoy the process of improvement and not look too much or not have too many expectations around what rank you end your grind at, if you stop tying your expectations to that, you'll have more fun and you will get better because you're focusing on how to improve more than you're focusing on the
That is just good
the
Halo
rank.
right there. That
War
is just damn
Turtle.
good Halo.
My God. That's a goated gifted right there. Lucinity, welcome. Thank you, War Turtle, for the gifted sub. I appreciate you, man.
We have the ball.
You step in here for 5 seconds, you get got. Subbed. What's my rank? I'm 1600 right now. I was 1969 last season. I've been playing more. I played more last season. I'm going to try to grind this season. But I'm like 1600 right now. If you can break into 1700 clean and get some comfy positioning, like if you can get to 1750 and you win more than you lose, then you should be able to keep increasing. That's kind of what happened to me. I broke into 17 last season, and then I got almost to 2000. That's a clean execution, bro. Rank resets are a good thing, or do you think they breed more Smurfs? Do you guys think that secondary accounts are bad? Like, so Smurfing is bad. Secondary accounts are good. With Lakar? No. Lakar played like a couple times with us like a while back, but she doesn't... If anything, Druck maybe helped a little bit more that time. But no, mostly solo queue. Like, I play like 90% solo queue, 10% with actual people. But this season, I might try to play with people. Like, I want to play with Mikwin this week if we can. Do I think returning to traditional classic Halo 3 gameplay would be a setback or better for Halo 7? You can't just go back to Halo 3 without having some sort of modern twist to it, you know? Like, I think that we're too far evolved at this point, especially the competitive side of the community. It just, I don't know, that it needs to have a skill gap. So it doesn't need to be cracked out movement, but it needs skill gaps like in other areas to compensate. This shit's down to the wire, by the way. Penguin just hit some nasty nades in his small door to open that up for a ball collection, right? That was kind of icy. FaZe had ball set up here with 87 seconds for TSM and a good positioning. They got spacing from OS through to A here. They might be able to lock this out. Druck is the first pick. Druck looking for 2. Great damage at a Penguin. He's got to live here. Nobody in position to clean it up. He's got to throw ball out. FaZe losing the fight. The team fight. Insane stick at a Penguin. Jumps over his head. Forces the trade. Giving Foul and team an opportunity to save this. Doesn't get the kill with the no-scope. Snipe going to trade hands. Ball in a baitable position. Trippy can slow it down. Suppressed here to pinch as well. TSM in a freaking tug-of-war have the advantage in this fight right now. They drop Trippy. Druck up above. Shut down by Foul. Good team shots. Soul Snipe. The ball rotating. Man, he kills him with a nade. That's going to be GG's. Falcated can't do anything. Pinch coming in Rat Tunnel at 98. The nade's not enough to shut it down. And TSM ice up to break the tie. Is that what it was? Or was it 7-6 coming into it? Icy plays at a TSM. Great attempt at a Penguin with limited options. Living as long as he did. Getting that sticky at the end of it. It's now 7-6 TSM, bro. Wow. That was a crazy close. Crazy close. H3 was horrible. I wasn't a big H3 fan, I'll be honest. Like, I played a lot of Halo 2, like, casually as a kid, and then I picked up Halo 3, and immediately I was, like, unhappy with the gameplay because it felt slower than Halo 2. Like, everything just felt slower for some reason. Switching weapons, like, just navigating, shooting, getting kills, I don't know. It grew on me over time, but I was a casual kid for Halo 3, personally. Halo 3, as a complete package, the best Halo game in the franchise, right? Like, came out at the perfect timing. It had the best offering on launch, the best campaign, probably.
This is the way.
Plague, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. File share system, Forge, like, you know, Halo 3 was definitely peak for the franchise overall, but gameplay, Halo 2, I think, was better. Yeah, Halo 2 had better gameplay, in my opinion. Halo 3 as an overall experience for social, for everything, it won, though. File share was goated. Custom games, sure. I mean, that was in Halo 2. But they basically took everything Halo 2 had and they built on it and then added more. I mean, it was a perfect storm of a game. Finished the trilogy and did it in satisfying fashion. Wake me when you need me. You know, like they capped it off. They could have ended it there. Making arguments for games that are long dead. Yeah, at the point that we're at, I don't want us to go back. I want us to move forward. I'll be honest. We're talking about rebooting Halo CE or whatever. It's like, I don't know, man. Just, I feel like there's so many people who have expectations on how Halo CE's story and gameplay should be. You're going to get a lot of criticism. Good luck. Like, is there any way to kind of keep the franchise moving forward? CE multiplayer was the best. Halo CE multiplayer has a cult following that still exists to this day, and I was too young to appreciate it. Or not even that, I just like, I didn't own an Xbox. I played CE campaign, I loved it, but I never got into multiplayer, so I just totally missed it. Going back and looking at like pro play, I can respect the skill and the uniqueness of that game. You had a Magnum with a headshot modifier and no bullet magnetism, right? You had like a spawn system that's like super intricate to the point where you could spawn your teammates and your opponents exactly where you want. That game is super competitive. But yeah, it was something that like I missed. Tiebreaker matchup right here. Or no, sorry. Tie is broken. We're looking to retie it, I guess, off a flawless opening strat from FaZe. They'll be planting that first flag in if they can get through the open courtyard. And Penguin, an important source of defense to slow it down. He's not going to get far, though. Magnum reticle manipulation, that I don't know about. Magnum was, well, so the thing about the Magnum, though, is the TTK. There's a video about this. There's a drastically different time to kill on the gun depending on whether or not you're hitting all headshots or if you're hitting body. You get different, there's a headshot modifier, which is very unique. Not too many weapons have that. Triple? Penguin looking for the over. Thing is, headshot modifier doesn't really feel very Halo, you know, so I wouldn't want that back. Make classic Halo faster like Doom Eternal? I don't know. So, like, one thing, so the sprint argument, all of the arguments for sprint on, like, why it was bad, Swagner, thank you for the follow, they all have disappeared, you know, at this point in Infinite. Like, we have a balanced sprint. The only reason people don't like it is because of what it is. Not because of, like, what it does for the gameplay at this point, I don't think. Like, and what we're seeing with the meta and how it's evolved, like, sprinting is a skill mechanic that allows you to outplay people by adding to your strafe, right? Like, sprinting is used mid-strafing now because you can shoot instantly, so we're using it as, like, a finesse mechanic, not just a map navigation tool, right? Like, I don't know. We've gotten to a point where, with sprint where it feels like it benefits the gameplay being there. If it's not going to be there, then you got to finesse in other areas to make me interested, I would say. Is needed? I don't know if I'd say it's needed, but like a game without it feels kind of limited in what's possible, you know? Like there's a flexibility that it gives to my gameplay when I learn how to master it that like I'm going to miss if it's not there is all. And if it's not there, then you got to supplement that with like other movement mechanics that make the game have like a spring jump and like a thrust or something like that makes the game feel cracked. This is my personal bias though. Like I want a competitive Halo. And you want mechanics that make it as competitive as possible, right? With the way that the world's evolved as well, like if you were to have Halo 2 style button combos, like would that work in today's industry as effectively? Or would like macros and controllers and shit just like abuse that and make it like completely broken like a week in, right? Like if double shotting was meta in Infinite, then somebody would just get a macro on like a, I don't know, on any controller they want, like a Apex, Fly Digi, whatever, and just like perfectly double shot, and that would be your matchmaking experience. People would abuse the combos, yeah. There were some pretty cool combos in Infinite that didn't last long. Like if you have a button combo, it has to be subtle, right? Like you can BXB in this game. Like pros actually BXB. It's super subtle. It saves like a couple milliseconds of time, but it's enough to actually be impactful in like very special case situation. What's a double shot? Halo 2, when you double shot the BR, or like quad shot the BR, you know? Double shot, YY double shot. I like the idea of button combos that add very subtle advantages if applied perfectly, so there's a risk reward, you know? Dual wielding? Yeah, that's fun. Dual wielding should be in the game for, you know, just as an option, but I don't really think it's important for the competitive side. Was I at the Great Canadian Toronto Casino last night for Trivium Bullet for my Valentine August Burns Red concert? I was not. Why do you ask, Saga? Did you see a lookalike? A doppelganger? Mongoose is in pro play. 100%, bro. 100%. This might be a TSM flag. Everybody's dead here except Penguin. Penguin's got no options to shut down the flag, so they'll get through. Wow, bro. That opening strat for FaZe looked good. They didn't make it, though. TSM somehow shut them down. S1 Infinite players found out it was more efficient to drop their weapons in melee to hold on. Yeah. Dropping weapon was a button combo when the game came out, right? Drop weapon for the for a faster secondary shot, right? So like the Mangler combo. See, that was a combo that like towed the line. Holy crap, bro. Penguin just decks the entire team, cleans them up for the triple. Not going to find the over, but good attempt. That's all 4 dead. Nobody in FaZe in position to get a pull, so they got to wipe him out a second time. FaZe playing, they're playing okay. TSM playing well, bro, is what it feels like. FaZe is all in Texas now, too. 3 lanes instead of asymmetrical and symmetrical maps. This is a symmetrical map right here with like a classic sort of style of layout, for the record. We need more asyms that are, yeah, for sure, that are like good for strongholds and oddball. Would prone work? I don't know. I'm not that interested in prone. Low-key, Omni movement might work, though. Low-key. I know people would hate me for saying that, but Omni movement, if it's, like, got good risk-reward. So that's the thing, right? Like, the drop weapon combo, the risk-reward wasn't well-balanced. Like, I think that drop combo would actually be sick if it saved less time and there was less of an advantage, or if it was harder to do. Coach Fever, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. It was too easy to do, and it saved too much time, making it the obvious option in every gunfight if you had the weapons to do it, right? So it was just abused. You don't want that. You got to find a sweet spot where it's useful, but not so much so, just in the special case situations. Like the sprint strafing stuff that we're seeing right now is like, you're not going to do it unless you're down in a fight and you don't have better options. The GAs are lame? Yeah, I mean, so the GAs are, like, pros don't want to GA things, Tom, right? Or Alex? Pros don't want to GA things. Like, if we could have a more plentiful sandbox, you know, we would, but basically they play a lot more Halo than we do, and they know what dictates the gameplay and whether or not it's skillful, right? Like, the Heat Wave, for example, in Aqua, the way that it works, it spawns every minute after use, meaning it's in play very frequently, and pros know how to abuse it, to the point where, like, unskillful weapons are the reason games are won and lost, which you don't want. You want those weapons to turn the tides, but, like the rockets is a good option. It's, like, or a good example. It's very powerful. You only get 2 of them, and you risk killing yourself, right? There's a risk reward, and it's scarce on the map. Gentlemen's agreement, yeah. Like, we need a carbine in this game. We need other, like, precision weapons, like a railgun would be nice. More skewers in play would be cool. Like, Lucid's talked about that. Maybe bring back a map like Catalyst with the skewers in play. Why didn't they change the timer? I'm not sure. I know it's weird, man, because 343 is listen, or Halo Studios is listening. They made changes because they're listening. It takes a long time for them to make changes, which I don't know the details and like the inside scoop on, so I'm not going to judge it, but it sucks how long it takes for them to make changes. And you would think the fact that they know that the heat wave is an issue, why would they not just put it on a tier 3 weapon pad, right? Like if they did that, then it might be in play. But the pros do move the dial a lot, I'm going to be honest. Like they'll say like make this change, and then the devs will make the change, and the weapon still is too powerful, and we still GA it, you know what I mean? Like they'll reduce the ammo, and we're just like, oh, it's still too powerful. They'll change the spawn timer, you know. The pros are very opinionated in their own right, so there's that. Carbine would be nice in the game, bro. I'd love that. I heard rumors that there's like a carbine being worked on. Sentinel Beam, yeah, Sentinel Beam. Like I wouldn't mind seeing that in competitive in some way. But yeah, put it on like a tier 3 spawn timer, like the Shock. The Shock is in a good spot, bro. The Shock is an example of them listening. Like it's harder to use the weapon now. It's on a tier 3 timer, which also opens up the option to combat evolve it and shoot it off the weapon pad, right? And now it's more skillful to hit headshots. So when pros pull off headshots, it's like more meaningful. If you play the game, you can respect the skill more when they make a play with it, you know? It's like at first the community's like, they kind of whine. They're like, oh, why are you doing that? But then over time, when we play the game, generally, we're happy it happened, you know? Is the AR that strong? I think the AR is just not skillful. I don't think it's that strong, personally, but I think if you use it in its best environment, shit going down to the wire, huh? If you're corner camping in caution with an AR and somebody doesn't check that corner, they're 100% dead, which I guess is the same thing if you have a bandit and you 3-shot beatdown, but at least it feels like there's more outplay ability with a bandit and your opponent has to work harder for the corner camp you kill, you know what I mean? Versus just camping with an AR and not working as hard, using it in unskillful ways, right? So it's like, that's the issue. It's like, it's not that powerful, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just like kind of easy. And if you use it in like a cheesy way, you still guarantee kills. Yeah, it doesn't have a headshot modifier anymore as well, so the time to kill is like locked. Regardless of how accurate you are, you're only going to kill so fast, you know? For sure. With 1 minute left, TSM making plays in the back of their base, right? Trying to force a flagpole here. Okay, Penguin spawning elbow, an indication that their base is clear. At least I think. It's getting mixy out on Silver. Not going to find the cleanup. Falcated down low. Should have a pinch for this. Numbers advantage phase. Somebody directly below Penguin, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they just crossed each other up with the audio cue. There he is. Missed all the scrims. Check out YouTube and go give it a watch on the past broadcasts if you don't mind. I always appreciate that, guys. All of it's on my YouTube right now. Go to a pro stream, they're always crying about some beef, like how they grown-ass people just straight gossiping. So annoying. I don't know, bro. We're going to OT. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying not to judge. Like, regardless of whether it's a pro or not, like, if you're playing matchmaking, it doesn't matter if it's a pro or if it's a gold player. Like, people's attitudes, you know, aren't the greatest. Some pros are definitely more watchable than others. Sure, I don't know. But, like, this game does test your mental, as does just about any competitive game. But Infinite has, you know, it's got its issues, man. This game definitely tests your mental. Also, we're in an era of Halo where, like, there's not a lot of money to go around and opportunities to go around. So the potential for drama is there. You know, you got players who are like a duo, and then somebody gets an offer and the other guy doesn't, so he splits from his duo. You know, that kind of creates like a awkward dynamic. This might be GG's, bro. TSM found the opening. Snipe control for Manny. Big shutdown at a Penguin. Can they last second save this? They might. They won't. No! TSM is clutching up versus FaZe. We've seen 2 games. I know I'm not super locked. We're kind of just chilling at this point. TSM in the 2 games we've watched have absolutely clutched up the late game, both Oddball and CTF. And it's looking like they're team trade has paid off today, at least. Today they're playing nice, right? I don't know. You got to respect. They've been getting some criticism for dropping Cherished and pulling in Manny. People thinking Manny's like not like an X factor. Maybe it's not about him individually. It's about the team and how they benefit as a whole with him on the team. I don't know. TSM, that might be the end of the scrim, by the way. That's 14 games in. We'll see. Halo, hands down, is some of the most meanest haters of any level. That's a fact. That's for sure. Hidden. Yeah. I mean, there's a definitely like a, you know, it became cool at one point to hate Halo. And then there's people who like are still around from that era of the game, you know? Like when the things pivoted with Halo 4 and got criticized with Halo 5 and the launch of MCC, it started to become cool to hate Halo. So like people jump on the hate bandwagon without even really knowing what they're talking about, right? Started with H4, yeah. And then that's when things become really toxic in the community. Halo Studios or, you know, these companies don't always make the best decisions as well to support their position. So it's tough, man. And we're at a point where, yeah, everybody has different expectations and we're pulled in different directions, right? This game could be more socially. It could be more competitively. It could be more in so many different areas, you know? But it's also doing pretty good where it's at. It just took too long to get here. Schwank, I understand that some weapons are good, bad, but honestly hate the idea that pros dictate what weapons should go on ranked tournaments. You're a pro, bro. You should know how to play with or against every weapon, not just Bandit Sniper. I don't see COD removing weapons from tournaments. COD GA are you kidding me? If anything's not balanced in COD, it gets GA'd immediately. There's a big GA war in COD as well.
This is the way.
Let's open up the sandbox, open up the... Bro, in the end of the day...
This is the way.
Original, thank you for the YouTube follow. Skill trumps all for pros. Skill trumps all. That's all it is, right? It's like, once again, pros don't want a GA, but if it's not skillful and it's getting abused, it's going to get GA. And that's all it is, man. It's like, this is the competitive side of the game. Like, I don't know. It sucks. It's not good for the esport. I agree. But I also understand why it's happening, you know? It's like, if something's like just not, if it's too easy and too accessible, and over time you'll start to realize that like the game's better off as a viewer as well when it's more skillful. Like CS:GO is appreciated because it's insanely skillful. Like they work really hard and really closely with the competitive community to make sure that that game is like, you know, chef's kiss. Like CS:GO has stayed basically the same forever, and it's part of the reason why it's so beloved, right? Like they've just fully paid attention to the community and tried to innovate in subtle ways while keeping it very competitive, you know? Anyway. Going back to year one of Infinite and watching the gameplay with all the sandbox and whatnot, it is cool, don't get me wrong, but some of it is cheesy if you actually, like, follow Halo, you know? Like, some of the stuff that people can do in year one, it's like, whoa, that shit, like, Mangler camping in the corners, bro? Like, I don't know. How available some of the sandbox was. So like, as much as I loved Aquarius with the thrust, like 2 thrusts, like always on the map, like multiple people have them. Bro, update your Twitch goal. Okay, Radiant. What do you want? 3,000? No, not 3. 23,000. 23. Am I tripping? 23,000. Imagine 2,300. I'm literally going crazy. 23 hundo. If we get 23,000 subs, that'd be pretty dope. There you go. 23 hundo. That's a real stretch goal. 23,000 is nuts. That's fuck you, buddy, right there. About to exit the hit. Nah, I'm about to start my own league, bro, with that kind of money. Hardy drops 20k subs. That'd be dope. I don't know. Yeah. That's the point, though. Yeah, if you're a pro like that, they are good with every weapon. Beiji! That is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo. Oh my God. 20 gifted at a Beiji. He's saying we're hitting that goal. We're hitting it immediately. My God, Beiji, how many in total in the 184? Are you a Beiji? Say something in the chat. We've got a unchecked VIP in the chat who deserves a VIP. If you're not already. Beiji, holy crap, brother. my God. You're a VIP in the channel. I didn't even know we got through.
Objective ready.
R3 Takes, Chubby Cheek, Alexis, Kunske, Tech Actual, Ferta Boys, Fuquay, I'm Not Your Damn Daddy. Okay. Saipa, Govari, Assorted Berries, Hydro, Boy Tears, Safety Pins, Druck84. Wait, Druck is playing right now. What the hell? Attack Player, Don Goodfella, and Mink, Ergo. Welcome to the way, guys. Speaking of Druck, you know what? If he's live.
Incoming.
War Turtle with 20. No way.
That is just damn good Halo. My God.
War Turtle with another 20. We're going crazy. Did we smash the goal? We're 8 away now. My God, bro. Holy crap. Scrim's done. Oh, Scrim's done, dude. I'm not even. Bro, I'm so preoccupied that I didn't even notice it ended. War Turtle 20. Okay, we got to look at stats. Mer itself, Elamite. Let's go. Drum, Ruby, Ibuprofen, Arrow, Saipo, Peter Ben, Crozen, King Beast, Azteca. I'm losing my mind here. Crozen, I got that. Christo, Magic, Reckless, Black, Trades, Queen, Weed, Steven, Grave, and Stealth. Welcome. My God, bro. Truck, if you're watching, Icy, last 2 games, man. We've been kind of busy talking to chat.
This is the way.
We're very focused on the Optic SR Scrim today. Ergo, thank you for the follow. But the last 2 games was pretty beautiful. Not gonna lie, you guys locked it in, clutched up back to back. It was an 8-6 final Scrim score, right? 8-6. Beja, you go. War Turtle, you freaking go. Wait, War Turtle, did you hit 600? 605 total gifted in the channel. War Turtle, top of the leaderboard. My God. On your first edition Blastoise in your mom's basement? Wait. Oh my God, bro. War Turtle, 600 gifted is nuts, man. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Okay, stats, and music. The Star Wars ads coming out of May the 4th. We'll start with Optic. We didn't look at the Optic Shopify Scrim. If you guys missed that, it was 7-6 with 1 tie, so real close Scrim. SR did dominate the maps they're good at. Optic definitely clapped back. High quality Halo today. I'm not disappointed. Slays-wise, though, SR showcasing once again they're a better Slayer team, right? Like, they generally do get more kills than Optic when they win. You could say Optic is very objective efficient, but 1,008 to 951, winning only 1 more game, really showcasing that when they win, they really outslay. Those Forbidden games, I think a good example. Optic all negative when they win those, Fortress games. Shots fired, 12,000, right? Landed 7,237. So 300 more shots landed. Significantly more assists as well. SR overall the better team in the Scrim statistically. Kills.
This is the way.
Is in Lovewig. Thank you for the follow. The welcome. Frosty with the most kills in the Scrim, and it's a landslide, bro. 40 more kills than Legend, who's second place. We watched Legend's POV, and he was playing incredible today, right? Legend was hitting highlight play after highlight play. Ton of fun to watch today. Formal, on the other hand, every time we watched him, it was like we were catching him on a bad game. Formal had a difficult Scrim today. I think we're seeing it statistically right now. Generally, Formal is not last on the board. Obviously, this lobby is a god lobby, but I think that does show you something. Formal did come out with the most assists in the lobby, so that's notable. He generally does have a high damage, high assist count with 80k damage. But Frosty with, I think... So, okay, most kills, great assists, not the most. Low deaths, not quite. Coming up with the highest KDA, though, right? With a 1.72 KDA, 1.1A KD. 84,000 damage is in the upper echelon of damage output as well. Frosty with the lights out Scrim. Last shot with the most damage in the lobby, 85. Frosty going to take second, right? Right behind him is Formal. So Formal's still out-damaging his team, which is generally his role. But Frosty and Last Shot taking the spotlight on that one. 65. We'll round up. 66 accuracy at a Last Shot for a Scrim. He's usually shooting close to 70, so business as usual. Last shot towards the end of the scrim was looking real clean as well, winning a lot of 1v1s. 59. Let's see the accuracy stats overall, though. Formal coming out with 62. Renegade with the second place at 65. Legend with only 61 comparatively, but the 1v1 consistency at a Legend was a thing of beauty, right? He was winning his ones. Yeah. Formal with the most assists in the entire scrim is good to see. Not quite cleaning up the kills. How was Renegade as far as 245? Renegade got kind of shut down in the scrim as well, I will say. Like, statistically, Renegade usually has the highest KDA in the lobbies that he plays in. He's good at staying alive because he's generally not the one who's the biggest risk taker on Optic. He cleans up a lot of kills. Somebody like Bound, you would expect to have the most deaths in the lobby, and he doesn't, right? So another indication that Formal's been getting shut down a little bit more in this scrim than usual, right? Definitely not. No, bro, the last thing I want to hear is fucking the wash calls, bro. It's a scrim. It's practice. People play better from day to day. But I think that's an indication to me. It could be also a sign of improvement from Bound, who is typically the one who dies the most. He's been reined in a bit. You know, he's got to be careful with how he plays. His playstyle is very risky. Not coming out and popping off damage-wise here either. Interestingly, Royal 2 very low with the damage, right? Not the greatest scrim for Royal 2. He had a negative stat line. Generally, Royal 2 has the highest KD. So a lot of things kind of flipped upside down with the scrim. Obviously, SR winning, and that's what matters. But pointing that out as well, like Royal 2, not his best scrim statistically here. So, you know, players have their off days. Like even accuracy-wise, this is very low for Royal 2. You know, you could be experimenting with different sensitivities, different controllers. I got no freaking idea. Jimmy, you're crazy, yeah. But yeah. All things considered. Bound taking a lot of damage, though, while not dying the most is good to note, right? Bound with almost the most damage taken in the entire lobby. Formal really getting shot, bro. Third, Music, is that it? Thank you for the follow. There was a couple, there were a couple moments, like on the recharge games and whatnot, where he just, you know, like Royal 2's behind him twice in his stronghold. He's getting caught out by angles and stuff. Like, he was definitely taking some damage in this one. Bound usually the aggro man, right? Like Bound Legend, they move around the map, they create openings, they draw attention. Not quite working out this time as planned. Third did Music. Thank you, man. Just got to Twitch. You've been streaming Infinite. Good to hear. Nice. Welcome to the chat. That kind of is the gist of it, right? When we just look at the general stats, like I think that's all like the notable stuff. KD wise, Frosty the MVP of the scrim today, you know, and Frosty generally the MVP when it matters, except for when it mattered most, right? For whatever reason on LAN at Arlington, he wasn't, and that was his outlier. It sucks that was his outlier, but that's just how it is sometimes, right? As far as maps, right? Optic, very confident Aquarius CTF. Shopify with a very definitive recharge strongholds. They had a lock on, this is Ball actually, recharge Ball. The icy close on recharge Ball was big out of Shopify, right? That was a hell of a way to close that oddball. Optic actually could have had that, right? There were a lot of moments in these matches that were so close that one correct play from the team and it completely changes. Like Optic were about to win a round. Shopify iced up. They played good defense. They shut them out. Livefire, King of the Hill was super dominant for SR, and then Optic, late game, they brought it back. They started to wake up. The tie, I'd say Optic led most of the game in the bomb tie, right? Fortress was like a 2-minute game, or a 3-minute game. It was insane out of Shopify. They looked better on recharge on King of the Hill. There's at least that I think is notable. Their strongholds Livefire that they lost to SR last time they scrimmed. They won this time confidently. That was good. Optic washed, yeah. That's it. Time to disband. Got to pick up somebody from SSG, right? Great scrim, man. All things considered. We could take a peek at FaZe and TSM. We didn't really watch much of this, and we didn't fully pay attention when we watched. But I'm curious. Good to see Penguin streaming. I think he's now in Texas, so hopefully we see more Penguin streams in the future. I'll definitely watch more of his gameplay. Slays-wise, relatively close, but interesting to see FaZe outslay TSM and lose the scrim, right? Kind of reminiscent of the previous FaZe roster. They would often outslay and then still lose in objective efficiency. You can win in the Slays battle, but then lose objectively, right? TSM is generally a very objective, efficient team, and they're not really known for their slaying power historically, like with Manny as well, right? Back as KCP, they were super efficient, very fast on the map in game types like Strongholds and CTF. That's generally where they thrive. And they do so quickly without necessarily, wiping out the team. Like they'll work off a stagger really well, right? Kills wise, Suppress coming out with 305, man. That is kind of nuts. Significantly more than a lot of the lobby here. It really does go to show that like FaZe, they're winning their fights, man. That's not where they're going wrong here, right? Their damage efficiency is what seems to be going wrong. They're creating openings to control the map by getting their kills, but it's not working out at least to win overall, right? I'm sure it works out in some circumstances. Or maybe they're just slaying really hard in the games that they're winning. Who knows? You're going to head out. Thank you, Cosmic, for hanging out. I appreciate it. We're about to head out, too. This is just kind of the tail end of the scrim. It was fun today, though. War Turtle and Beiji, you guys made it excellent at the tail end. My God, dude. We're at 2292. We're 8 away from 2300, by the way. Just letting you guys know. I think our all-time record is between 25 and 2600 subs. Back at Arlington. Top assists, Penguin with 159. Generally stat that we see. Penguin with the most damage in the scrim too while streaming. Great to see. Highest KDA, Suppressed with a 1.7. That's a nuts KDA, bro. 1.7. Or I guess the KD. If it was a 1.7 KD, that'd be nuts. 1.18 KD. Sorry. 67 overall accuracy at Atalik, who's just shooting different. With 90k damage to support it as well. Atalik with a lights out scrim. Shooting near 70. That was above last shot's accuracy coming out of the Optic scrim. Said before that it's good to have 2 accounts when solo searching. Can I explain why? As long as you're not abusing the system and smurfing and like purposely losing so that you can boost other people or whatever, Art, I think it's great to have a secondary account, especially for somebody like myself, where I can take the pressure off and play whatever Halo I want to play. So like I don't have to worry about calming. I don't got to worry about winning or losing. I just worry about playing my best Halo. If I play on a secondary, generally my rank on a secondary is about the same as my main. So I'm not playing with the impression of statting on other players and smurfing and abusing the system. I'm just trying to learn and practice. That's why it's good to have a secondary account. So if you're worried about like losing your rank on your main, or if you're worried about if you get in your head about whether or not you're going to win or lose, and you just want to focus on your gameplay and improving, you don't care about the result. Especially for me, like people know who I am. They're going to try harder when they see my name, maybe. Who knows? Or they'll teabag. I get teabagged. That's just classic. I feel like I have a personal expectation where I have to like play a certain way when I play, but that's just me putting that on myself. You know what I mean? I don't have to care, but it is easier for me to just like kick it back and play on a secondary in the evening sometimes. Reset for ranked? I believe so, Drum. Yeah. Sub next week? No worries, Pooks. No expectation. I'm just, you're good, bro. Thank you for hanging out. Got a gold account, just practice movement for certain plays. I mean, if you're like typically an Onyx or Diamond, let's say, and you have a gold account, I don't like that. I'll be honest. Don't like give people a bad day, let's say. But generally, like if you're just playing normally, then you should end up in the same rank as where you are in your main account, in which case you're not smurfing. It's just a source of practice on less pressure. This is wrapping up. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good too, Xenomorph. Thank you for coming by, man. Go back in the YouTube broadcast. You guys can rewatch it. In the meantime, what I will do is, who else is streaming? Mint Blitz has haters from playing on his... Well, one thing, I mean, look, Mint Blitz is a freaking talent. He's playing, he's got limited opportunities to play with people at all because he's living in Australia, so he's got to do what he can to just freaking play the game. I will say, I was watching that clip contest, though. Whatever that clip contest was that was playing during Arlington, the people who hit like some of the top clips from Mint, for whatever, like it looked like he was in burger lobbies, not to like criticize the guy, but like for some reason his lobbies looked significantly worse than some of the other people who were hitting clips in other lobbies. I was like, what is going on? Anyway, but I know he's in Australia, and he backs up his ability with actual skill, so I'm not really sure what was going on there. But like people were just like, it was like Argyle clip, and the guy was just like jumping out mid, like not even shooting. Like I don't know what they were doing. It was weird. Didn't want to be that guy, but it felt like a bot lobby. We can send it to Penguin. He was the last one that we were watching, and it's good to see him streaming. Lucinity came by earlier. I don't mind sending. You guys want to send it to Lucinity? She puts in a lot of work, and she's good vibes. Let's give her some love, guys. That seems like a good way to go. We got, what, 250 people hanging out? Can you guys stick around? Let's give a big raid to Lucinity, and I'm going to hop off for the evening. I appreciate all you guys hanging out. We might be back tomorrow. It depends on what's going on, right? If there's scrims, I'll be here. Got videos I want to work on as well. Check out this thumbnail, by the way. I did an Optic comms review on stream the other day. Oh, this looks super AI now that I'm looking at this. It's a work in progress. But like a voice comms review video. We haven't posted a YouTube video in a while. Outside of the stream stuff. 170? Casey Sabri, only 21 years old. Already has MVP in Halo Infinite. He's got a bright future. I agree, kids. All right, 170 of you guys over to Lucinity. Have a great rest of your evening. Go give her some love. Give her a follow. She puts a lot of work in. Does watch parties for Halo. Supports LVT. All that good stuff. Have a good night, guys. Juan, thanks for hanging out. Xenomorph. Nathan. Art. Hidden Systems. All right. Peace out.